Oh, hi, Greg.
Go on.
Like you can do anything about being scared.
It's one of those situations where it's like literally not in any of our control. So
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
And
kind of just have to live with it, I
roll with it.
suppose. Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
Cry, cope, and hope.
I don't know, it's really not
So
that
much
bad.
coping.
It could be worse for real.
It could be, but we're not going to talk about how.
Your dear president for real.
Mm, my president.
But yeah. What is going on?
I don't remember my password
To your computer?
to Roll20.
Oh, don't worry. The other day, me and Rice were just like talking about it off session because like she could not remember her password either, and she had just logged on a few hours ago.
I've used it. Okay, we're relying. Where's my phone? My phone
Dog ate
has
it.
gone AWOL.
26.
I closed the door and locked her out of my room by accident, so she did not
Oh,
eat it this time.
Relax. This time.
She would eat it if she got the opportunity. She is losing in brain cells by the moment.
well, it is what it is.
She is
If
not
she ate a
the
phone, she
smartest.
could get smarter.
She's a baby.
She would have a smartphone in her belly. She's like 8 months now. She's a big baby.
Yep, still a baby.
Yeah. Unf- Unfortunately, she's a very destructive baby. Yes. And I told people that she ate makeup on my bed the other week. Still waiting
And
for the sister to come back and try and identify it.
Mhm.
She went into my sister's room, found, and has been finding different ones to destroy each week. She started with Legos, then like Kinder collectibles, now makeup apparently. Okay, I do not know where my phone is. There it is. I was about to. Ah, speaking of my sister, she's asked what my mum's doing. Sorry for being a bad host. Almost
he
ready.
didn't even offer us like a glass of water or something. We're just
That,
sitting
that was
there.
Craig's job.
How is it
Don't bring
Craig's
Craig
job?
into
He's
this.
also a guest.
He's a
He's a guest
co-host.
too.
No, he's a co-host.
He's just here to take notes.
Yeah, as a co-host.
Damn.
You didn't even offer him any water.
2025. And they're still
I already
cheating.
know Craig's answer. We're tight.
Damn.
He'll take a sip of my drink.
Oh.
Yeah. Are you that close?
No. I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that's what I
is
thought.
not my thing. I mean, if you're into that. Like I can do it like with my cousins. Like I can like take a sip from their drink and stuff. But I can't do it with anyone else. Like that's not related. For real.
Yeah. I have a very I was very bothered about it as a child, very much a germaphobe, and they trained me out of it because it was annoying.
Mm,
I'm still bothered by it. I can't do it. Like when somebody wants to, like, what my grandma wants to like try a drink I have, I just go get her another straw because I can't share or
That used to work with
whatever.
me, but then I realized that the straw also puts germs into the cup.
I'll say we don't really mind that, but as long as it's just within the family. If like a friend tried to do it, like nah, no. I mean, I think the most that I've done is like given my friend my bottle, but like they just like, do you guys know the Indian drink? Like where they don't like let the like water just touch their lips.
I mean, like just let it fall or whatever.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's just
Mm.
like pouring into their mouth and stuff, not exactly drinking it. Yeah, that's the most my friends have done that I've allowed. But like not if they ask me to take the straw or if they really want to like have a sip of my glass, no, I can't.
Friend or family, I couldn't. It disturbs me for some reason. Disturb it,
Yeah,
not that
I mean that's
dramatic. It just I
normal.
don't like it.
I think it just depends on the person. Mm, mm, mm.
Anyone watch any movies recently? TV, movie, whatever.
Oh,
My sister's been
yeah.
rewatching the Marvel films.
I watched Ocean's 8 and Pride and Prejudice with some of like Rice's uh friends from her server, her streaming server. Well, yeah, I guess they're my friends as well. Like a few months ago. I think last month or April. I can't remember. It was really fun. I think we might watch another Oceans franchise film again. Depends on everyone's availability.
What was the last movie I saw? Eh, oh, I know. It was a Netflix movie. It just came out like a couple of days ago.
Oh,
Um, what was it? Uh, it's an animated K-pop Demon
oh, yeah,
Hunters.
yeah. I know that one. We were debating on whether we would watch it together or like me and like Rice were just going to watch it by ourselves. We'd be talking about it.
Yeah. Oh, I remember seeing the trailer some time ago. I was like, oh yeah, I'll
It
watch
was
it.
fun.
Yeah, it was a good. I liked it. It was a good movie. Good music.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard the OST and they are great. Like I can actually like hear a K-pop idol like just performing the songs
I was
with an S,
surprised
girl.
by. I was surprised how much I enjoyed on most all of the songs. There aren't that many
Mhm.
songs, but I like
Yeah,
them.
there were about 4 or 6.
5, 6. Yeah, 6. I think.
Was Alzec with you guys?
Alsec? I cannot remember.
He was guarding someone. And
I don't
this is what we have notes
remember.
for. Remember, you guys, this is what we have notes for.
Did any of us take notes?
I don't take
Craig
notes.
always
I
takes
just
notes.
remember.
That is so true. We love you, Craig. Oh, I did like drop notes. I don't remember where. Oh, I should have changed that.
Right.
Okay, I didn't mention. Uh, no. I don't think we brought Alsec.
I think he was guarding something. There it is. I minimized the category. Uh, yeah. I mean, the last time we made notes publicly in the server, it was about casual. It was about social things, not battle things. My attention span is so bad.
Good, bro. It is what it is.
I think the last thing we have recorded. I don't think we've recorded the last. Wait, no, I just meant that I might just not have uploaded it. Oh, I did so much work. How far do I have to go down? I forgot that your feelings on Craig had changed on this recording. Damn. Oh, fucking hell. Damn, it's been a long time. Fucking shit. Fuck. I'm looking at the dates and it's like, oh, fuck. Ugh.
We all got busy.
Yeah, it's painful. Uh, this the last thing I think I have uploaded on YouTube is from last year, September. And I've got a recording that hasn't been uploaded yet from 30th of January. Yeah. Oh, I feel old.
I mean, you are kind of old, bro.
Oh,
Exactly what I was thinking.
Right? I mean, I still think you're
I just randomly
like
clicked play on the video and it was Iru saying yes. It was like, not even called up that the man was not here. This is very sad. Okay. I don't think we recorded the session, or at least not like get a save. I don't think we got a save of it. That or somebody else has the save of it. The last session. This is well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, we don't. Fuck. That on my PC has deleted it for some reason because PC hates me. Oh, I forgot I recorded somebody's lecture. uh, fucking hell. Sorry. Apologize. My brain is melting. Okay. 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 Ba, 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 ba,
you're
ba.
kissing. Oh my God.
My brain, it trembles. It's cool. Okay. That should be enough information. So there's some things of points of dynamic for this particular fight before we get into it. Everything you do has a chance of disrupting the people who are setting up the stage. It's the more bombastic of the thing, the more likely it is to distract the people who are trying to set up the stuff. It's not guaranteed to, but like the higher level the spell, for instance, or the higher the damage, the more it's going to disrupt people, and the closer you are, of course. If you want to disrupt them, you can do it intentionally. And this applies to the enemies as well. So so if you were to bait them into attacking you, it could disrupt the people setting up. Then the more times go on, the more time Ikar has to set up, and eventually you'll start going line by line for what information he gets out. So each turn he has a chance to finish setting up the announcement, and then each turn after that he gets a new piece of information out.
Okay.
Things in the environment. There were a few carts left out on both sides of the road, stalls you can hide behind. You've come out just on the corner of an alley, so you're like just behind a building, and the people that you've noticed are on the top of a building opposite the road. And a car is on the same side of the road as you, but further down on the opposite side of this building complex block you on. With the people you've noticed being in between the two of you, but on the opposite side of the road. And then aiming at Yukar.
Okay.
I
Wait,
believe the
didn't
person.
he uh shoot a smoke bomb?
So Bazaar said he wanted to throw a smoke bomb, I believe, in between the people who were aiming at Igar and Igar himself. So I would have a pretty high chance of disrupting Igar because they're putting it close to him. But it will block line of sight pretty well for the people up there because they'd have to reposition or deal with it.
Okay, but we still have clear line of sight.
Yeah, he's only blocked the line of sight from those guys to Ikar.
Okay.
It's not blocking the line of sight of you or your line of sight of them.
We haven't
Uh,
rolled initiative, by the way.
yeah, I'm just setting up how things will go before. So,
No.
duh, 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 uh, uh. So we'll roll initiative from here once this finishes loading. Okay. We'll say, and for Alzek, we'll say that he is guarding the menace still. I believe that's pretty guarding something in particular. We'll leave it vague there, guarding the menace or Noel. Or both. There's some powerhouses around. So give me initiatives. My dice, it's been so long, my dice. I've missed you. 13. Duh, duh. Give me rockets.
Hey.
19. Ooh. I'd say you've. Oh, I got a 2 for Bazaar. Somebody else want to roll for Bazaar?
Uh-huh. I don't want to touch his sheet.
Okay,
I
I
don't
guess
really play the ranger either, so.
we'll just stick with my measly 2 then. We'll say that the fog cloud came out as a surprise round, and that's your guys' surprise. It was a smoke bomb, not a fog cloud.
Him going last is probably for the best anyway. Maybe, I guess.
But
Oh, bro.
I accidentally rolled a button. Well, we'll go with that.
It
And just
goes
say that
first.
he's used instead. Oops. I like pressing the button. Oops. Okay. This guy's that. And that. And that. And that. Okay. There are worse things. There are worse ways that could have played out. Okay, so I guess Ark gets first. First tries to decide what they're doing. I believe you guys have decided on what your priorities are. I'll make a roll for Bazaar to see how if his fog cloud disrupted the people. Okay, he managed to keep it fairly tamed, so it hasn't distracted them. Some of them noticed, but nobody who's setting things up. It's very difficult, but he's able to put it downwind so perfectly, so all the attention of it and the noise perfectly whisks slightly to the other side of the road. But the cultists are very much aware of you guys' interference, though they don't know your exact location yet.
Okay, that's great.
I can see that this has inconvenienced them quite a bit. That they're trying to figure out how long it will take for this smoke to clear up because others of them are panicking and getting ready to move. So it seems that they're a bit rushed at the moment. Uh, okay, you know you're quite a bit faster than these plebs here. So even with this like impressive distance between where you stand, where your body stands, and where the building that they're on the other side of things, you could get you could cross out of cover over the road and to the other side if you made a run for it, despite the impressive length. And you could try and get closer to the car so you could protect him, or you could just wait for an opportunity. Or do you have any other ideas? What are you thinking in this moment?
Uh, well, she's probably thinking about going like to where the enemies are.
Okay.
Just I guess to stop them from getting any closer. I suppose.
Okay. So they're on the top of what appears to be either some kind of hall, entertainment hall, or civilian like residence, like a hotel or something. Maybe a mixture of both. It's got lots of windows. It's tall and squared. Do you want anyone to make a dash to the other side then and start heading into the building?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to use your key point for a step of the winds? Triple dash?
Sure. Why not?
Okay. That'll take one of your key points, but with your impressive speed at 45 already, 90, 100, 135 feet, you cross over the road in an instant putting carts and horses to shame. Aim in this moment is going in a dark colored dash. So even your party aren't quite sure. Lost track of you for a moment there. The
Quick
people,
question:
the
sorry,
people who
what
are
level are we supposed to be?
7.
Oh, okay. Had to make sure. I very much. I was like, I feel like I have more than I remember having, but it's fine.
Well, monks get more speed the higher level they get. Now you've moved so quickly, in fact, that you have some movement to spare. You could try and figure out how to get into this building, as you're not familiar with it, or you could try and take this momentum and just vault up one of the floors.
Seems
Yeah,
And
that's what I was thinking.
impossible.
I,
okay, okay then. Give me an acrobatics check.
so I go
Uh,
through the building. I can just skip that stuff. Jump.
indeed, indeed.
Ah, a
Oh,
10.
that's not bad.
Did you roll a 3?
Yes,
Okay.
indeed I did.
You're not going to be able to make it the whole way, which would have been you would have. So this is a fairly average roll for a regular person, but a bad roll for you. So unfortunately, you're going to have to depend on some of the things in the environment. And what would you like to use? You've got some carts that were getting ready to unload cargo into this large building as it gets restocked fairly regularly. You've got some stalls nearby that probably shouldn't be there, but nobody's there to stop it right now.
Dolls.
Okay, so you want to try and like vault out on some boxes, get onto the stall, and make a jump up into one of the ledges of the higher buildings.
Yeah, that sounds
Things,
right.
things, things. While this would be difficult for some people, you with your momentum, you're able to hop and skip and skip, and if you want to, you can do a little flip halfway through. Right, you
Style
still got half.
points.
Yes, you've still got half the building's length to go, but you're very much outside, out of their line of sight. If they want to try and shoot you, they're gonna have to risk falling off the edge. And even then, they won't have a good. It will be difficult for them to hit you with the ledges. Yeah, you've run up to 15 feet. Yeah. And that is your turn unless you want to try and do something with any item. Since you are now right in front of a window. If you don't want to risk climbing up high, you can even go inside through these windows.
No. We're gonna keep climbing.
Okay.
Well, next
Well.
turn, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. Just remember that it will be more difficult for you to climb without your momentum. Now it is one of the people on the building's turn.
The what?
It's one of the people's on the building's turn.
Oh, okay, okay.
One of the people who seem to be in charge, dressed a bit nicer. So, well, I say nicer, it's hard to tell, but in more colourful clothing. Quite displeased with the situation in front of them. They didn't notice Orchid, so they're not even going to pay attention to the fact that a blur just went across. And they haven't noticed you guys either, so their priority is getting rid of this fog cloud. But they don't. But their options are limited. Okay. Yeah. Okay. They're going to transform into a giant owl. Unfortunately, wait, they have advantage. There we go. No, you can see. Well, Orchid can tell from their closer proximity that there's now large beating wings above them, but sound is awfully silent. You're only able to tell because you can feel the wind pressure from below as it picks up one of the others and starts trying to bring them closer to the opposite side of the building, opposite side of the road, while trying to stay out of the line of sight of Ikar and his people who are organizing. That's his turn. It's picking up one of the others. They're going to try and. Okay. Give me a contested stealth check for Marco as they're trying to see you.
Oh, well. So I don't have the best stuff, but it is what it is. That is not one.
Ah, well, you are very much spotted. uh, luckily, only this one person sees you, but they are aware of that. So they're going to summon a water elemental right in front of you.
A what?
A water elemental right in front of you.
Oh,
It's a lesser water elemental, thankfully, but it is right in front of your face. It can't. It won't be doing anything this turn as it needs as it's usually get closer. But you now have this thing right in front of you. Congratulations.
okay.
the other guy is trying to move out as he doesn't have an. Does this person notice Orchid? Well, this person's noticed Orchid. They're actually going to try and get down, pull some cargo over, and they're just going to start dropping stuff on you, Orchid. So I'm going to need a dexterity check, a saving throw. Throws they start throwing things on you to try and knock you off the ledge. Marco, it's your turn next. Oh, nice.
Stab Nat.
Close.
You know
Not
you
close
know what?
enough.
You did so well that if you want to, you can catch something that he's thrown at you and throw it back at him. Hello.
So that's actual skill right there. Clinging onto a building and
Mhm.
then throwing something back at the enemy. Yes, of
Let's
course. That's
go.
exactly what she'll do.
Okay. I'm going to let you make an attack for it as well. Roll a d20. Add your dex and proficiency.
Uh,
Oh.
cool.
Oh, ooh. What is with the freaking tantalizing rolls we have?
Jeepers.
It's all or nothing. All or nothing.
Well, yeah, there was an attempt to be cool.
Well, you've caused some property damage, but
Oh,
but you freaked the guy out very much so. So as now the window below him suddenly smashes for no reason. Luckily, this guy was able to keep all the stuff that he threw, to be relatively quiet. So you've thrown it back at him. It doesn't just suddenly get louder. If you had hit him, that might have been another process. You're like, ah, but no. Why is this guy's face? Anyway, right. So it's now Marcus' turn as that cultist retreats a bit back and tries to like keep himself crouched and prone to avoid being seen and attacked.
okay. So, but I can see the person who just summoned the water's elemental in front of me, right?
Yeah, he's being carried by the other person who's currently a giant owl. Oh, and you can
A giant
see
what?
a
Giant
giant
owl?
owl. The other guy transformed into a giant owl while on top of the building, picked this guy up and is now uh, flying all about just on the foot, just about reaching the footway in front of you, so you can see them as they're trying to get on top of the building that you guys are currently next to.
Mm, okay. I will say if I manage to down that person, they
The
would
giant
have
owl.
if I manage to down the owl, the giant owl person, would the water elemental disappear?
The giant owl person was transformed back out of a giant owl,
Oh,
and
they
and then they would drop the person who summoned the water elemental. You can do an Arcana check if you want to try and check what type, if this spell has concentration or not.
okay. 11. God.
Yeah. Unfortunately, this spell is a little more complicated than the basic elemental spells, and then it's not really your area of expertise, so you're not sure um, if you can get rid of this just by damaging the caster. Though you are familiar because you have similar spells that it's possible, but you're not sure for this particular one.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use Jolt on this the caster.
Okay. He's within range, so you can do that. He was in range while he was across the road, now he's extra in range.
Just that's
Okay,
everything.
13. That hits.
Okay. Hold on, let me.
The owl almost pulls it out the way, but with the rain surrounding it, jolts through some of the water as it hits them. And as you notice, the more the fight goes on, this rain seems to be coming from an unnatural place like it's being conjured intentionally.
Uh, I can assume
Well,
that's an effort to down the fires, right? Or
and you could, the that could be a reason,
it's
but
easier.
if rain persists long enough, it would eventually down the fires. But you know that this area doesn't have many skilled spellcasters that are able to control the weather like that.
Yeah, except for the druids.
Yeah, the druids aren't well. The druid, as it's a singular druid who's a full-on druid, is not usually in this area. So if it's this druid, that means he's responded extremely quickly.
Okay.
So it's possible, but you would have to have been Ikar would have to be incredibly lucky for this to be caused by that druid.
Okay. Okay.
This person's still standing, but it really hurt them. Well, still
Well,
holding on to the
I'm
thing.
a bitter ass woman. I'm gonna use my a sorcerer point
Okay.
to yeah to just like attack him again
Okay.
with
Okay. You can bonus action attack him again. There we go.
twin spell.
Spite spitefulness.
Yeah. Why is it a 1? It's an 8. It doesn't. I just oh
We're rolling so
Unfortunately,
well. We're doing so good today.
flip
it
flop,
is.
flip flop, flip flop. Oh, I think you gave your protection to Ikar, didn't you?
I did. I'm
That's why
gonna.
your AC is so low.
Uh
That's
huh.
not good.
It's fine.
Uh, that's not sure if it's five, but it's like it's okay. Uh,
I don't
oh
think I'm going to
no.
die immediately.
Well, it
Let's
is.
take it back. Also, I haven't used my freaking soul scales,
Yeah. Uh,
so I'm gonna take it back for now.
you gonna are you gonna retract it from Ikar?
For now, but like on my next turn, I do plan to like give it back.
Okay.
Cause if I die, he's going to lose it anyway.
Uh, technically not. It's just if you perma-die, if you go unconscious, it technically stays up.
Nah, I'm not gonna take the chance, especially since there's a lesser water elemental in front of me.
That's fair enough.
So right
Uh,
now, I am at.
okay. I'm gonna need you to do a check though, to because that is quite noticeable for him.
Hmm.
Like
Oh, I guess.
something's just
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna take this time. I'm gonna take this turn to like do something.
okay. Are you not going? Are you going to leave it with him then?
No, would it distract him?
He's not setting it up right now. He's getting ready to make his announcements, compiling information. So it would only distract the current objective a little bit, but you get it. But there's a chance that it doesn't if you because he is quite focused. It depends on how well you roll.
Okay, I'm gonna take it back. If he
Okay,
does notice, it would be good.
roll 20 with charisma because this is how well you can make your spells subtle. This is how good and well your control is over your
Oh
spells.
shit. Okay, it's a 24.
Okay, there we go.
Not 20.
He doesn't even notice. You're able to leave some of the some of the slight glimmer with him, and you're able to settle it into his skin, so it just feels like a skin on the tip of his of contact, instead of sudden lack. You're able to make it gradual as the scales return to your body, getting ready to brace you with the power of your devotion.
Okay.
It is now the water elemental's turn. Okay. So, unfortunately, this water elemental gets 2 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to first attack. That's a nat 1. On as it gets closer. So it's not slow. So it's on for a moment. It blends in with the rain, making it seem even faster than it is. As it turns into a puddle around you, the first one missing as it comes in close, shrinking down into the water and then pulling around and attacking from behind. That is 15 on the dice. It's for it's based on the caster's attack. That's an 18 to hit.
Oh, okay. It meets it. My armor is 18 right now.
If you have a reaction you can take in response to getting hit.
Um, I have counter spell, but like I don't think that's gonna work.
Counter spells would have prevented it
Exactly.
from existing, not preventing it from attacking. So, so you're gonna take the hit, and the damage is the I need more dice. This one will do. Ooh, ooh.
Mm.
That's 16 damage.
Okay, I'm still fine. Anyway, they're
Yeah,
done.
that's in bludgeoning. Yeah, that's this guy. That's this guy's turn, and now he's going. Knowing that you're a bit of a threat, it's going to try and shrink its way into a small gap in one of the walls to try and get out of your reach. You can take an opportunity attack against it if you'd like as it tries to squash itself with its amorphous watery form into a crack so you can't reach it properly.
Yeah. I'm gonna use the dagger. Not my
Oh,
best, but
okay.
oh,
What was
okay.
it?
22.
That'll hit. Yeah, very much so. Yeah, you're really flip flopping on the dice here.
I know it's crazy.
Roll damage.
That's a 2.
Okay. Hey, this is a regular dagger, I believe, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Luckily, this is quite a weak water elemental. Having fought water elementals before, some of them have resistances to physical damage, but this one seems to be such a like a barely even existing, for only even able to act at all because of somebody actively keeping it alive.
Mhm.
Like that you notice that it takes full damage.
Okay. Great.
2 damage, yes.
Yep.
Okay. It still has a lot. Unfortunately, as it is made of water, it is quite the tough bastard. As suddenly going from this blob of water moving and being the same size as you to shrinking down into a tiny hole no bigger than your fist.
Okay. I mean, at least they aren't up in my face anymore.
They are quite close though, so it's still something you might want to deal with. Okay. Let's see how well the people who are setting up the stand do. Ooh, they got an 18. Whereas, if they well next check, they'll have to stand fully set up. Because you guys haven't distracted them much.
Okay.
And you guys getting themselves prepared as they have at the stage. Now they just have to set the items fully done. This also means that they have more personnel to protect us now. Some of the more physical people, more technical people have to take over, and the physical people get ready to fight. It's Bazaar's turn. I think Bazaar would be worried about that owl, and he's going to take responsibility as the resident range person.
Thank you, Bizarre. I mean, in spirit.
Okay. He's going to go for a single attack here. Get one big attack. But that's an 18 on the dice. There's no way this misses with how big his modifiers are. That's going to be a hit. Now, automatic crit because of the soul arrow. Oh. I forget how much damage this guy does.
Oh, wait, who?
Bizarre.
Bizarre. Oh, Bizarre does a lot of damage. That's the thing.
Yeah, he does so much fucking damage. Okay. So there's that. Then there's gonna be Tofu's on top of that. Where's Tofu? Tofu's 5. I have 10 plus 6. 16. Then there's another D8 for his crit bonus. It's 18. Then I believe it's 2d6 for Tofu. Wait, no, it's 2d6. Yeah, but it's 2d6 because it's a crit. 18, 23. Wait, and did he have anything else? He didn't have time to set up everything, so it's only a 23. Okay, how much
Oh,
HP did Chat? How much? Yeah, he could have done way more if he had time to set up. How much damage can can giant owls take?
giant owls.
Giant owl. Okay, not 23. They are going to drop out the sky if they
I mean, their
if they
base
can't
hit
use this.
is 19. That's just their base.
Okay, so you can see that the giant owl takes this hit and it's about to break apart at the seams. But just before it falls to pieces, this is where the runes was torn through this creature. So suddenly that fills up with water, keeping it together by the seams. This is seems to convert itself into some half water elemental hybrid. It is on 1 hit point. But it managed to make a special feature save that it has.
Ah,
And Zaz going to take cover, and Tofu's going to then just try and block the water elemental so that it comes out. And you can get the Tofu to attack it. Tofu's going to try and attack it, even though it's really difficult from where it is.
let's go, Tofu.
Advantage. Oh, he might hit. He might hit. Okay. It's an 18. This thing's AC is 20 at the moment. Oh, there's no way Tofu is less than a +2. So Tofu's doing damage.
Oh my god. I hope he downs it.
This thing's quite beefy, so so Tofu is just gonna have to try and chip away at it as well. That is 9 damage. It's starting to show some wear as some of the water that's being gouged out of it is staying down. But it's still at least hot. It's still almost as big as Tofu and Narco. Though significantly smaller than it was before. Barker, it's your turn again. This guy's above you. It seems the big guys have run away, have ran to the other side on that owl, but you've still got a lot of little guys here who are trying to figure out what to do. Like a lot of them, and the guy who was throwing stuff at you. Yeah, they seem to be more underlings though. So,
Okay. They're above her, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's gonna try and get to them. I was gonna say that couldn't she use the her chains, the chains she has to help
She could do
pull
that.
her up?
You could. Okay, so you could use your attack to try and plant your gauntlets chains into the ledge, and then use that to pull yourself up.
Okay.
So if you could make an attack against the wall for me, and then to get the chain charge, because you need to hit something to use that ability, and then make an attack against the ledge to see how firmly you're able to get it in, and then you'll still have your bonus action. Yeah, okay, you very much have your chains. Was that a nat 20? Okay. Okay, you've hit this wall so perfectly. Reminds you of countless hours of training that it's almost that you can control exactly how much you hit this with how much force. It's as if you could phasing your hand through the wall with how perfectly you've struck it. I'd say with that, I'd say your chain's naturally nowhere to go, and you get an extra attack this turn. And you lose your movement as you're about half your movement getting yourself up to the second floor, but you're able to do it almost silently despite the stone and metal and wood creaking, thing that you managed to avoid with your control. So, and now these people who are trying to crouch and kiss, somebody shot them and are completely caught off guard as somebody has managed to get within distance to pummel them to death in the face. So all of your attacks against these guys have advantage. You have an attack with your action and your bonus action attacks. Give them hell.
Okay. How many are there, or am I faced with?
There's 2 little guys, and then one guy who is a little bigger, who seems to have a bow and arrow or crossbow. It would be a crossbow. I suppose trying to get ready into position. And he seems a bit tougher than the others. But as soon as they see you, the little guys start pulling out daggers.
Okay. Well. I'm thinking about whether or not, I mean, I want to focus on the little guys at all or just go straight for the big guy. I mean, I assume the little guys really are just like no issue. I mean, maybe getting shanked, but that'd be fine.
So every there's always every threat left unchecked is a threat. Threat eventually, if it gets lucky. The, the big guy could potentially do more for the overall objectives, but these little guys can still help and do stuff that will make your life more difficult. You get the feeling, if you're lucky, you could probably take out each of the little guys with one attack if you were lucky.
Mhm.
The
I'm
big guy might
obviously
take a little
super
more.
lucky. Super
How
lucky.
many
So
were there? I forgot to
There
ask.
was 5 on this roof.
Okay.
It was hard to tell before. You saw at least 3, and now that Orchid's here, she can see that 2 more were hiding behind the ledge.
okay, yeah, she'll I guess she'll attack the little guys.
Okay,
Okay.
make an attack. You have advantage on all of your attacks because they weren't ready to fight somebody in melee. They were all crouched on the ground, getting down, and it takes them a moment to stand back up before you're able to get in and hit them.
Hey yo.
That'll hit. These little guys don't have the best AC. Their arm is pretty mediocre, and they're on the floor, so they can't jump out the way. But straight in the face, roll damage.
9.
9. Yep, that's 1 down. You can't instantly clock him straight across the jaw, punching even through his helmet, straight unconscious as the dagger doesn't even break its sheath. Second guy make you attack.
Okay.
I feel like you hit him with the perfect amount of strength to just completely take him out of the fight.
15. Okay.
15 to hit again.
Yeah.
That is another little guy. Also hits. Roll damage. 11
damn.
again.
11.
Again. Straight. This time you hit him straight in the nose. Nose, you're gonna have trouble breathing after that. Then he just falls back with the dagger clattering to his side. Perfect. If you want, you could even pick it up and throw it at the big guy. If you could, if you want, you can flurry with blows to take an attack against the big guy this turn as well.
You said I can do what?
So you've done your main action attack to get up here, then the second main action attack to knock out the first guy, bonus action attack to knock this guy out. And then I believe you can flurry with blows to get a fourth attack and do it at the big guy. You've taken out all the little guys, and this guy is definitely a little shook that you took out 2 people with the amount of hits per person. Just with your
Okay. So
punches.
We love
bonus attack and
fun.
then fury of blows with the point.
Okay, so you've used 2 key points then. You have 2 charges in the gauntlets because you took out each of them. Make you attack against the big guy. This is still an advantage, but he has a bit better armor than the other guys.
Bonus action.
You could also, because of your expertise, at least when it comes to physical combat, you can choose to move both of the guys you've knocked out a space over if you'd like. One of them's right on the edge, so if you want, you could throw him off the ledge. That would draw attention to it, or you can try and throw him at the other person to distract them.
I was thinking that would we're trying to stay low key. Uh-oh.
You try and throw him at the other person to distract them a little bit.
Well, they're already gone down. I don't need to do all that right now. So we're just gonna hit
this big guy. You could throw him at the big guy. I mean,
oh, okay, sure.
because you have this feat called Crusher. So whenever you hit somebody with bludgeoning damage, which your fists count as you can move them. Okay. I'd say I'm going to roll a d6 and reduce that from his armor class. That's a 2. 2. Uh, okay, so roll of 12. That wouldn't usually hit him. Let's see if how much of a difference throwing that body at him, as he has to try and carry it out the way. Right. Okay, that just hits him, like on the dot. Well, damage. You have 2 charges if you'd like to use them, or you can save them for next time.
I forgot how much damage do charges add again?
1d6 per charge at the moment, I believe. Yeah, it's 1d6 per charge.
Okay, yeah, she'll do it. Why not? If it hit, we're gonna take full advantage and add both charges to the attack.
Okay, go for it.
There's this 7 plus 2d6.
Hey,
4.
yo, 11.
Okay, this guy. You can tell that you've really hurt this person as they. As you've managed to like get them right as you've thrown the person at them, they've had to let go of their crossbow and use their arm to push the body of their comrade out of the way. They with both of their arms unable to defend themselves. You hit solidly square in the center of their mass with the gauntlets adding a second force, and it wins them and knocks them back from their knees onto their back. But they're still going as this person is quite a bit tougher than the other two. But you've seriously hurt them. And they probably wouldn't be able to take take. They probably only to be able to take 1 or 2 more hits like that.
You're gonna be a goner.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? And you could move a little bit, try and pick up an item, have a look around, but you won't be able to take any more actions.
No.
Okay, good. You knocked the other 2 guys out so cleanly that they weren't able to distract anybody. It is the now giant owlbear person's turn. They are going to get to the top of the building. You see that they land on the building away from Ikar, and to drop the other person who summoned the water elemental on top of it, just before transforming back. So they are now on the left-hand side of you guys, while Ikar's on the right-hand side.
What?
Yeah. So
They got close to car?
no, Ikar's so. You are in between 2 buildings right now. Ikar's on the opposite side, is on the right-hand side of that building. You're on the left-hand side, and they've landed on the building to the left of you guys.
Okay. Oh, so they got
Yeah,
a clear view. They basically surrounded us.
they've surrounded you. They have less of a line of sight on Ikar now, but they are closer to him. So it seems they're focusing on you guys. At least the guys who've come over here. Yeah, but you can see with the over-exaggerated appearance of the giant owl that it is looking back at Ikar occasionally to see what he's doing, as if checking the time. And before turning back and becoming more difficult to tell what it's doing. The person who's transformed back pulls a large water tanker off and drops it on top of you. So I'm going to need. Just going to drop it on Bazaar. So I'm going to get. Actually, it's pretty big, so I'm going to need both Marco and Bazaar to make a deck save here. Remember the scales do help you for some saves.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah, I
Bazaar
have the
passes.
evasion feature.
Sorry, what was that?
I have the evasion feature with this one.
Yeah, you do. So even if you fail, you still get half damage.
Yeah. Okay. Dex save, right? I
Yeah,
I suck at Dex. That's a 12.
12, 12 total. That's going to be a failure.
Fudge me.
Yeah, but you still take half damage. Okay, that's 19. Halved to
9.
yeah, rounded down to 9. Yeah, 9 as it drops down, shatters, scattering glass and what appears to be very heavy and almost as if it comes straight out of the ocean water, scattering, and the impact from falling so hard almost knocks you and Bazaar off your feet, but the barrier helps you keep your ground. And Bazaar's able to tuck his weight in. Chip. Yep. Up. 13, 16. Okay. And you can see that there was something trying to make pass itself off as regular water with it within there as a but it seems that there's some elemental hiding in this water that's not sure if you've seen it or not. Luckily, you and Bazaar were able to tell as it moved unnaturally, actually in a way that reminded you of the other water elemental, just with more graceful attitude. That's going to be his turn. The other cultist that summoned the water elemental is going to. He's going to. They're going to do this. They're going to do the same. So give me another deck save.
Mm. The water elemental is doing another what?
This is the cultist. They're going to drop.
Another? Oh,
Yeah, they seem to each have one on their back. It's like a large water tank.
okay.
So give me another deck
Oh,
save.
yeah, no, that's a fail. That's a 4.
Oh, that's a fail for Bazaar this time. So Bazaar's going to get knocked prone by this.
Oh goodness.
You can tell it would usually do this much damage, but because there's so much hotness on the top of a building, it's doing more damage.
Mhm. By the way, do I have line of sight of Bizarre?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, that's
He was
good.
he was getting it. He was getting it line of sight. He was avoiding line of sight from the enemies, but you're still in the same alley. That's going to be 14 damage, half to 7 for Marco. So Bazaar takes the full brunt of it.
Oh my god, bro.
Uh, Bazaar's a tough boy. You can handle it. But he's not prone now. Yeah, so these water elementals are going to have an easier time hiding from him. Well, hitting him in close melee. And the water all seems to move in one unified thing as the other elemental takes control of this water that it's just been dropped on top of it. Okay. And then both of those people on the ledge are going to get back a little bit to make it more difficult for you guys to shoot at them. Well, the one that just dropped it, the other one moved too much, and so you can still have line of sight on that on the one that was an owl. Now for the guy with the crossbow in front of Orchid, he's going to stand up as he's just been put its back. Snack. Does this guy panic? No, he does not. He knows why he's here. He realizes that he can't fight you directly, so he's going to. You see, he loosens his stance to get ready to dodge anything while looking at you, and he's going to start. He's looking at Orchid because that's the threat to him. This is the person on that Orchid just punched in the gut.
Oh.
He's going to run towards the ledge and swing down and try and get off the building as fast as he can, and getting ready to avoid any attacks. Next, he's repositioning. You get an opportunity attack, but it's with disadvantage. Okay, Orchid.
Okay. Got it.
You have one charge left because you managed to hit this guy.
Disadvantage. Oops.
Yes.
Oh,
that's going to be a hit.
beautiful.
Okay, you get another charge. Wait, did you roll with disadvantage?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it's
did.
disadvantage.
And
Damn,
I will
13
use those
and
2
14.
charges.
Okay, damn.
Oh.
You rolled max damage on that. Okay. Okay.
He's going to die. The 2 charges. Okay,
you could go
+5.
down like even just the impact. The 2 charges that don't get the +5. The +5 is to the first one. This counts as the same attack. Okay, so he is you completely disrupt his movement as he's going down the ledge. He almost loses his grip entirely and falls to his death. But he's able to barely hang on. Look, if he didn't have his crossbow strapped to his back, that would have fallen to the ground and shattered. But then the second impact makes him lose his grip, and he has to try and catch himself on the ledge below, as he's barely standing and wobbling. But he keeps going, gritting his teeth.
Question would be
takes a second drop. What was your question?
If she hit him while he was trying to escape, but because of would the crusher thing still knock him?
You can move them, yeah.
Would that worsen his grip? If it's already bad now, and if the crusher thing is supposed to knock him more back or even off balance or something,
you can move him you can just straight up move him any direction 5 feet. You can move him up so he falls and hurts himself a little bit. So you can just push him straight off the edge, so he just starts falling. And if he doesn't catch himself, he'll probably die unless he gets really lucky. Because even as he's coming down, it's now went from a 30-foot drop to a 20-foot drop. Or you could try and pull him back off the ledge so he doesn't make as much progress, and he has to redo the check.
I want to knock him to his death. Hopefully,
Okay,
preferably
just
to his death.
just be warned that will make it more that somebody falling is more noticeable. So that might distract them, but with the fog clouds, you'd get advantage to prevent the distraction. You still want to do it?
Mhm.
Okay. Give me a
Yeah.
sleight of hand check with advantage to make it
I
less noticeable.
believe, I absolutely believe Orchid.
You
Advantage.
have
Let's see. How will it go?
See? Oh
19.
my god, it's a 19.
okay, yeah, but nobody notices anything. The fog cloud, if anything would have been noticed, the fog cloud would have protected it. And this guy's grit his teeth, so he hasn't made any noise. Nice. Let's see if he's able to stop himself from falling to his death.
I hope he falls to his death.
Fail.
Oh,
Fail.
let's
Fail.
see. Let's see
Fail.
how much damage he takes as you hit him, and he goes to brace himself. Of the second impact from the gauntlets, loosens the grip, and then propels him further from the edge, as his hands are now far too distant from where he needs to go. No, he goes down. He took like 5 damage, which as he almost manages to catch himself, but his legs give out from under him, and his head clanks across the floor. Oh, he could be brought back up, but as things stand, and right now he's no longer able to do anything by himself. We'll see. You've taken out all the people over here. What's Orchid going to do next? Well,
Oh,
Orchid. No,
they're
it's
all
Marco's
dead?
turn next, and all the
Uh,
people on all the people on this building are no longer
on the
able to do
roof?
anything. So,
The 5
yeah,
people on the roof are gone? Oh my
yeah,
god.
so Orchid went over, jumped, flipped, caught debris getting thrown at them, threw it back, then swung up with a chain, 2 people out instantly, uh, scared the other one off, and then pushed it with a powerful punch straight off the edge as it tried to vault down off the top of the building, like, causing panic and fear. The 2 high people though are still very much harrying Marco, Bazaar, and Tofu to some extent. And though it is now Marco's turn. Marco looking quite injured, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um.
Okay, so I'm gonna heal for you. I'm gonna use
Mm-hmm.
cure wounds on me and let's do a third level.
Third level, okay, roll for it. Do we want to do the new dice or the old dice? I guess we'll do
Oh,
old dice for the sake for that works. Yeah, go for that.
okay. And then I'm gonna use at the
Decide.
magic the take a twin spell to like extend that to uh bizarre.
It's nice of you.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
like I'm gonna
that'll get him
do
up
it
to
like a lower level, like a first cure wounds. First
no.
level.
Twin doesn't take a extra spell slot.
Okay.
It just whatever you did to yourself now gets done to Bazaar. Though you would have had, I think Cure Wounds is touch, so you would have had to go over to him.
Okay.
Uh, this does unfortunately mean that you will get an opportunity attack from something that you didn't see that had fallen with the second.
Oh.
And you're still within range of the first one you saw, so that one hasn't got an opportunity attack, but the other one does. It rolled a foe. Wait, it's advantage. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Ba 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 da 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 da. 16.
Nope.
Hey, there you go. Even hidden and revealing itself, ruining its stealth wasn't enough for it to get a hit against you. Stu, as what appears to be some malicious elemental starts slowly forming out of the water that's been dropped. Okay, and now Bazaar gets that healing. It was 14 healing.
Mm-hmm.
Ba, 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 ba. Okay, he's on 58 now, and you have a bonus action if you'd like to use it.
Bonus action. What do I even have as bonus? I don't really have anything as bonus. Like my only bonus is like converting sorcery points.
And quick spell. You can do that if you'd like. It's up to you.
Mm-mm. Nope.
Okay, that's
I'm pretty
that's your
good.
turn. And it
Oh, I
is.
guess I'm gonna move away and like, is there any place where I could be hidden from sight?
There is a few crates and debris where you could try and block cover. You can't move too far away because unless you want to get opportunity attack from the other
Yeah, no,
one.
I'm not gonna move too far away that I get that
Okay.
opportunity attack.
Okay. Currently, Bazaar's like on top of some cargo. There's some bundles of boughs and supplies on this alley that were going to be moved that was scattered from the wall to the wall, on some cracks and some of the damage, which like, the water summon that was the weaker one that was summoned is currently hiding under some of this debris, like snuck into a crack of it. But so you can try and block cover. You can't hide from it fully,
Mm-hmm.
so people will still know where you are, but you can get cover from some of the people, especially if you pull some of it over you.
Yeah, cover is cover. And does anyone look like they're going to hit the car? Or are they
None of
solely
these
focused?
people, they're focusing on you right now.
Okay, I'm going to keep the soul skills for now.
Okay, great. It is the one summon in the crack. This one's going to keep fighting Tofu as the person controlling it is losing its grip. It's going to. That's a miss, and that's a natural one. So it doesn't do anything there, and it's going to hide itself back away into the crack. Right, Tofu doesn't get an opportunity attack though because it's already within range of the crack. Next, there's a little swirl of water there that immediately retracts back as Tofu is able to shake it off like a duck. Okay, now the things that have come into the water are here. You notice that they're snaking their way through the liquid that has been dropped.
Oh shit.
They can't, and some of them are even following it, even if it's not going in your direction. They're like bound to the water. But one's going to so even though it seems fast enough where it could get to you, Marco, without your cover, since the water hasn't reached that far, it can't get a new position, so it's still gonna. So you still get cover against its attack.
Mhm.
That's going to be a miss, and the other one's going to attack Bazaar.
Okay.
That is uh, 12, since Bazaar saw it coming, and I mean, it wasn't able to hide from it and get advantage. Touches it as when it tries to grab and snake a coil around him. He uses the wall to slip out from it and jump on top. That's their turn. And it's back to Bazaar's turn. Okay. That's what. Yeah, battle of attrition right now. Okay. Monsters like this that are made of water are difficult to ensnare, and they're right in front of him right now. Okay. Is he going to using it? He's going to use one of his. He's going to sacrifice an attack to pull out an arrowhead and stick it on top of a pole to use it as a spear, and he's going to take that second one to attack this one that's right in front of him. That is, since you're gets advantage because of pack tactics. That's a 4 and a 5. So that's not going to do it, unfortunately. Unlucky.
No.
But if he would have hit, that would have been good, but he has a weapon out ready now. Orchid's your turn.
Okay, from where she's positioned, I suppose. I guess still looking out the window Homie fell out of. Can she see what's going on with
Yeah.
Mako
Now that you've got the moment and you have the perspective of the people who are here, you notice that you did have like a perfect point in perspective. You can see that the building across from you would have had a decent perspective as well, but this one has perfect view. Okay, so you can tell that whoever decided that when they were deciding a place to do this, that they had scouted out the area beforehand. Give me a perception check.
a 5. Yay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna cut it. But you can see where that giant owl went. Right, and it's landed on the building back where you came, building next to where you originally ran from. As you can see, the swirl of light bouncing off as the rain swells.
Okay, I guess she'll try and head back to where Mako and Bazaar is supposed to be.
Okay. You're gonna try and do what the guy who just fell to his death did, but cooler because monk.
Yeah, she's gonna land right on top of him because she can.
Okay.
Damn.
Extra level of disrespect. Give me an acrobatics check and or if you want, you can just jump straight off and do a slow fall with your monk ability. Okay, and just make him take the rest of the damage he would have took.
Yeah, I was going to do the slow fall thing.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's your reaction. 7, 9. So halved to 4. So this guy's going to take 4 damage. He's already down, so now he's on 2 failed death saves, and he is basically teetering on death. You have the rest of your movement, as it does not take movement to fall.
Okay, so she's going to try and make her way back to Mako.
Okay. without key points, you can get most of the way there, but you're not able to hit anything, and you're just around the corner. So the people on top of the building and the water elementals know that you're there. If you'd like to use a key point, you can get within range immediately to divert some attention. But it's up to you. You'll probably see them to belly next turn either way, unless they all decide to move further down the alley to screw with you. Mobility.
I mean, I will. I might as well. I got like a ton of these things. These key
Oh
points.
gosh.
You have like 7.
That's more than enough to do whatever it is.
You had
I'll
like
use
7.
another one.
Okay. Dashing in. Now Bazaar will get pack tactics on whatever you move next to. You could help Torfu with the one that's hiding in the crack. You could get in between both of the like snake-looking water elementals to distract the one that attacks Marco and help Bazaar fight the one that's attacking him.
Yeah, I would prefer to get attention off of Mako.
Okay. Yeah, so you're in between both of them now. You get a bit of a better look that when they lower themselves down into the ground, that they're almost turned invisible, and you're only able to tell that they're because of the way the water moves unnaturally. Okay, you know that if they weren't moving and actively fighting you, then it probably wouldn't even be able to tell that they're there, unless you were feeling particularly observant that day. That's Orchid's time. It's the guys on top of the building now, as they're going to start supporting. Oh, I'm hungry now. I'm hungry now. Oh, I feel that it's a language. Ah, that was probably summer. Okay. And we need to roll for what's going on with your car. That's a 1. They're not making. They haven't made much progress on the mechanism. That guy's distracted by you guys. You've really annoyed him by attacking his owl phone, killing the guys over there. So he's gonna put something mean on top of you.
Oh. Yikes.
Okay, you can see that you're a spellcaster. He's gonna put. He's gonna put. He's gonna put a sleet storm on top of you. This will affect Zart as well. And Orchid to some extent, but not as much as a spellcaster. As you see they form a circle on the hand through the rain, and it all connects together in a single ring of ice that then shatters over the top of you as he pulls some of the water out of it. Bits, and then that same and the rain mimics the motion you just did on a much larger scale around everybody everybody in this alley. I guess the rain in that localized area turns to sleet. That area is now heavily obscured. And as the light becomes difficult, it becomes choked by the thick rain and hail. And the cobbles start to slip with ice, so it's now difficult terrain. Uh, so it's a good thing that you did move, actually, Orchid, because otherwise you might have slipped as you fallen trying to get into the area. You got lost your footing. Yeah.
Potentially embarrassing.
And then that guy's gonna back off so he doesn't, so he can't be seen if you guys somehow see him try to attack him. The other guy he brought with him has been still a little injured from that jolt that Marco hit him with.
Mhm.
Is going to see that and start talking to the other person. And does anybody speak this language? Bizarre does.
Oh, what is the language?
It's primordial.
Oh, I do.
Oh, then you would also understand that with your passive perception, you're able to make out half. You're able to make out some of the words. As it's a bit hard to tell as you're basically in the middle of a sleet storm, but you are able to hear some of it. But as he tells them that we're wasting too much time here, we're on a deadline. We need to get into position now. Now keep them busy. And as you lose track of where he goes,
Fudge.
he's dead. We'll see if he fully dies. Yeah, he's fully dead.
Good.
And the others are bleeding out. Yeah, so Orchid has officially killed everybody on top of that building. Margot, it's your turn. And,
Okay.
I'm going to need a save to not fall over. That'll be a
Okay.
dex save, I believe. Yep, dex save. Dex save to not fall over.
A 12.
That's not going to cut it. You fall prone.
Okay, but I can stand up, right?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
It'll take half your movement.
I'm not really gonna move from my spot, but like, so we don't see where the person who said keep them busy went.
You can try and look for them, but you can't. You can barely see what's in front of you right now.
Okay.
This area is now considered heavily obscured, so you can't really see through it.
But I see a car, right?
Your car is quite a ways away from you and around the corner and through this storm. So you'd have to leave this area to see your car.
Okay. Can I just like?
And the elementals are blocking the path, so you could try and make your way through, but they would get an opportunity attack, and you're on half movement right now because of the difficult terrain. So you could start moving, but it's going to take some time.
Okay. How about the person that, the one who said that keep them busy is like, are they there? Can I?
They're
Yeah.
at the top of the building.
Okay. Were they the same person who casted the water elementals?
The person who cast the water elemental is the one who said we need to go.
Okay.
That's the person who summoned the elemental that Torf is fighting. The person who summoned Sleet Storm is the person on top of the building who turned into an owl.
Okay. I'm going to hit the person who turned into an owl. Who
Okay.
like got the seed storm. Another jolt.
Wait. Yeah, you're going to use a jolt? Okay. Just keep in mind that They have a +5 to their AC right now if you don't leave this area because it's heavily obscured. And you have
Wait.
disadvantage because you can't see them.
Okay. Can I just move a little?
And you could try and leave it, but that will get you further away from the exit of the alley, which will make it more difficult to get to Ikar. You'd also leave your cover and get an opportunity attack. So you can do this, though there are a lot of downsides to it. That's why this guy's like, put this right on top of you and everybody else.
Mhm.
So
Well,
you can do it if you want.
can't I like move back and forth?
Yeah,
Or
you
is that
can
not?
like if you move back and leave this area. Keep in mind that the snake-like water elemental will also have disadvantage and have a hard time hitting you because you're covered and it can't see you.
Mm-hmm.
So if it gets an opportunity attack, it might not hit. Then there's you just use all of your movements leaving this area, and it would take you even longer to leave this alley and get to Ikar if you wanted to do that. So you would be much more likely to hit the person on top of the building.
Then it's much more simpler if I just roll with disadvantage.
Okay. Well, roll to attack.
No.
Oh, that is so bad. 11.
So I'm gonna cut it as the jolt gets stuck in the ice and water, and then you can see it streak as the sleet storm takes the jolt with it and swirls it round its winds and rains for a moment.
Okay.
You could
Then
try
I can
moving.
use a sorcery point to like hit it again.
Yeah, you can use a sorcery point to cast it again. But we'll have the same conditions. You can also start trying to move through the storm if you want to try and get to Ikar.
Nah.
Fair enough.
16.
Ooh, 16. That's close.
Okay.
What's this guy? What's this guy's armor class? Unfortunately, that's just shy.
Okay. What a shame. So it's like 17.
It's about 7. It's about 17 while he's got the cover protecting him.
Okay.
You would have definitely hit him if he didn't have all this cover.
I
As you can see even through the sleet storm, you can hear it crash into the rooftop below him, and you hear a footstep back.
okay.
Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Mm, yeah, I'll send back the platinum soul scale to Car.
Okay, that's what you want to do. You unfortunately cannot see him.
Fudge, I forgot. Okay, yeah. No, I'll stay. I'll stay in this spot.
Okay.
I guess I'll keep it for now.
If you want to be able to send it to him, you're gonna have to leave the alleyway. Once you
No,
leave the alleyway, you'll probably be able to see him and do it, but you do not have the movement at
I
the
leave,
moment
I'm
with all this thing.
fudge.
Hmm?
If I leave, I'm fudge. I know I'm gonna die.
If you manage to get to the other side, there would probably be some opportunity attacks. Yes. Okay. It is now the Tofu's fight happening. And it's going to continue with what it was doing before. That's a miss. That's a miss. And it shrinks back into its hole. I forgot to do Tofu's attack, actually. Tofu also misses. So it's just like a small little like monster cat and mouse in the corner. We'll see what Tofu can do next turn. Now it is the snake-like's turn. New person has come in front of them. These this thing seems to be much smarter than the summoned elemental, but it's a lot less loyal.
Mm.
Well, unfortunately, its options are very much limited right now. And okay, that's unrelated. Who doesn't want to fuck off now? This new person is freaked out. The water weird that it was attacking Marco, so it's going to attack Orchid. That is 23.
Yeah, that hits. Sure.
Okay. Gonna take some damage then. That is 12 damage. And you are grappled. And it starts pulling you into it as it tries to smother you in the puddle below it. But you are also restrained. So enjoy being restrained. While you are restrained, your speed is 0. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage. Also, you have disadvantage on dex saves.
There's no save to not get grappled.
Not for this. If you get hit, you get grappled. You can try and escape, but not right now. As it also reels you into it.
No big deal. I can hold my breath forever.
But,
Thing is nothing.
Okay, the other ones, you can see it. The other one will relax as it sees that Orchid's been captured, so it's going to try and it's seeing a lot of sparks and stuff coming from Marco. It doesn't like that, but it also doesn't like the glowing little kobold in front of it. I'm gonna roll to see what it decides on. And it's gonna keep going for the kobold. That's a miss. This rolls terribly. Like it'll to keep the weird water elemental back as he's whenever it tries to make a move, Bazaar swings the spear in its direction to keep it at bay. It's Bazaar's turn, fittingly. Right, let's do Tofu's attack. That's Tofu, you're letting us down here, buddy. We know that you're trying, but come on. Tube. That is going to be a hit on the water weird with the first attack. And second attack. Yep, these things don't have a very high. Wait. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of the advantage for next time because these things are. Wait, the big one isn't. He's gonna attack the one that's got Orchid. So it hits both attacks on the one that's got Orchid. Now for his spear damage, he's two-handing it. So just blow it, please. Fuck it, I'll roll it myself. 13, then plus Tofu's ice, 9, 22, plus his dex, 26 for the first attack.
Mm.
These things are a bit are a bit bigger than the one that was summoned, though. So it looks like it could take another hit of that. Luckily, Bazaar hit both times, so the dupe is going to do that the damage again, and but without the ice from Tofu. It's for 15. As this thing is severely diminished. I'm going to with how much damage it took all at once. I'm going to say give me a deck save to try and escape Orchid as this thing as you manage to stick an arm out of it and a leg as from the spots that Orchid that lands Orchid's surrounding area. Ooh, that's success. So you're able to wiggle out of it thanks to Bazaar making 2 holes that you're able to take advantage of. If you're still in its spot, I'd say you still can't move, but you're no longer restrained.
Hurrah!
Congratulations. Hopefully still letting us down. And just on time, Orchid, it's your turn. Make a deck save to not be knocked prone. Bazaar, unfortunately, is prone. Did get knocked prone, and so did Tofu. But they were both able to stand up. Not became a problem.
18.
Okay, that would be bad if you were to be knocked prone and grappled at the same time. That would be bad.
I can imagine that would be pretty bad.
Yeah, we are infinitely screwed over.
It's cold, it's wet, it's damp, and there's constantly like hail hitting you in the face as well. See, it's not fun.
The only
And
thing you can
it's
do
your
is
turn.
contemplate life choices.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
all of your attacks are
very.
all of your attacks are at disadvantage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
At least the well is dry.
No, well, it would be dry right now.
No, he's chilling while we're suffering. Who knows? Anyway, I forgot. What?
Now I'm starting to think
Who
we
am
should
I
be in house
fighting?
arrest.
What are you starting to think?
We should be under house arrest.
If only we were under house arrest too. Okay, so what's Orchid going to be doing? All of these
Who
attacks
am
do
I
have
fixed
disadvantage. You are there's the snake-like water elemental that has you completely in it, that has it in its grip that you've managed to worm your way out of thanks to Bazaar. There's Bazaar if you want to hit him for some reason, and there's the one that's attacking Bazaar. But Bazaar significantly weakens the one that that has hold of you right now, so it's much smaller than it was. And the people above you, if you want to try and get out of here and ascend the building, but
Oh man.
you're the only one that would be able to get up to them right now. So to do that, you would need to escape this one that's attacking you.
Okay. She will. Maybe she'll try something different.
Different, but the classic's a classic.
If I remember what that different thing was. Yes, the thing. What's it? The fear thing. She'll use
Oh,
the hour of reaping thing, and maybe that'll
oh,
get them away from her.
ooh, that would make them be afraid. They wouldn't be afraid of the others, though. Uh,
All others need to do is hang with me, and
Uh-huh.
then we can.
Just gotta stick.
I mean, if it's successful, that is.
Okay, they get a saving throw, I believe. If with a wisdom save against your DC.
Yeah, DC 13.
That's an 11 from the one that's holding you.
Oh, perfect.
That's a 7 from the one on Bazaar. And let's go. What's the range on this?
30 feet.
30 feet. The guys on top of the roof are just out of reach for that. Actually, that building's a bit smaller. I'll let them do it with advantage because they can't see you. The water elemental that Torfu's fighting succeeds, and the guy who's got the sleet storm up succeeds.
I'm assuming they have high.
The other person does not succeed.
Oh,
So that's three people who are now frightened of you. The water elemental Torfu's fighting is not one of them, and neither is the person with sleet storm.
we
We'll
need that
handle
freaking
them.
gone.
It would have been really good if the guy who had sleep storm was afraid of you. Then he wouldn't be able to see you guys anymore. Like he wouldn't be able to come out, and he wouldn't be able to do anything else. But you can see the water wheel that's holding onto you is like loosening its grip as it becomes scared, and its grip becomes weaker. Yeah. Anything else you'd like to do, Orchid?
That was an action.
You have a bonus action.
Yes. Where's Mako? Is she's not close, right? I forget. She's like taking cover in
She's
an
on.
alley.
You guys, this is happening in an alley, so she's about 15 feet away from you, hiding behind some debris and crates.
Yep.
You lost sight of her as soon as this sleet storm came up, though. So
Okay. Because I wanted to give her something, just because I feel like it should go to somebody that isn't me. But well, give her that later, I guess.
you can try and
For
throw it
now,
at her.
can she catch though?
It would be very difficult considering she can't see, but you can try.
No. I'm
Oh,
sure a
it's
better opportunity. Hmm?
yeah. It's
I'm
better
sure a
not to
better
try.
opportunity will present itself. But anyway, bonus action. I can mm, uh, guess I could just attack the thing that's currently spooked of me, and I guess still holding on for dear life.
Okay. Let me just see your gauntlets. Uh, no, you need to activate it. When we have an ability to uh, that doubles the amount of charges you get when hitting a frightened creature, but you haven't activated it yet. Do you have any charges? Have you hit anything? You have not
I
hit
haven't hit
anything.
anything.
So no, you do not have any charges. Otherwise, you would be able to start. You would be able to turn this on right now and bully the shit out of it.
But I will get charges after I hit it, and then we can start all over again.
There you go. Okay. You get You get one attack. You have disadvantage. You can make 2 if you want to use a flurry of blows. Will also be a disadvantage.
Forgot to hit disadvantage, but I rolled an 11, so I'll see if it gets worse.
That's an
No, it
11.
doesn't get worse.
Okay.
It can get worse. It
Well,
is what it is.
that's the mentality to have. I'm gonna see if it gets worse, even though it's already bad. I may as well see if it could have been worse. That does not hit, unfortunately.
That's it.
You could take a flurry of blows if you want, but
No, 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 no. No, no, no,
no, no.
no.
I insist.
No, no, no. It's fine. We can move on.
Okay. Sleet Storm guy. He is not scared. Uh, does he calm down?
You should get scared due to seeing everybody else suddenly more fearful.
You can't see that there's a giant sleet storm in the way. Okay.
Dogs are scared.
Yeah, he's an idiot. He decided to do that on his own. Now he can't see shit.
How is he supposed to do anything if he can't see anything?
For real.
And whoop, whoop. Where is it? I'm good. Okay. That's his turn. It's his turn. He's dead. That's another one that I could beat down, who's basically dead now, and it's Malcolm's turn.
Oh, that is fast. Okay,
Yep.
so the things have moved away, right? So no opportunity attack. If I move away.
These things. This was in between you and Orchid.
Oh,
Uh,
then great. I see Orchid, right?
yeah, but you can't see anything.
That's fine. I'm gonna go to Orchid.
Okay.
Where is
Make a dex save to see if you fall prone.
Oh no, I suck at dex saves. Yeah, no, that's an 11.
Okay, so you can move one. You can move like you can get. You can almost get to Orchid.
Okay, that's great.
You know where Orchid is now, but you can't move
Okay,
any further than this.
okay. I don't have cover anymore, right? And I can see some people.
Uh, you can only see them because you're like right next to them. Like you can basically touch them if you reach for them, like that. And that's how you're able to see them. You can see
Okay,
their shapes. You can see their shape when in the gaps of the storm that surrounds you. So you can also see the coiling liquid that's trying to get its grip back onto Orchid.
but oh, are they
Everyone's
not? Were they not afraid of Orchid?
they are afraid, but they haven't had their turn yet, so they can't do anything about it.
Okay. Do I see the State Storm guy? Or
No, you do
absolutely not?
not. Nope, you
Oh.
do not. You have lost track of him entirely.
Mm, 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 mm.
You can try and find him.
But I do know that they're in the freaking building above me, right?
You know they were there a moment ago. You know they were on top of it a moment ago. You're not
I
sure where
want to
they've gone
be a
now.
bad person and burn them, but like I shouldn't.
The building does have a lot of wooden beams in it.
I know, but like it's gonna cause a commotion. That's the thing.
One burning building may as well make another burning building. Well, five burning buildings may as well make a sixth one.
Is there a way to cast the spell where it feels like, oh, it's just burning, but it's not, it wasn't like, it was an accidental thing. It's just like something tripped.
You want to make something look like
What
an
are we?
accidental burning?
Uh-huh.
What are we talking about? Burning? What's happening?
Any, you can say anything's an accident if you lie good enough.
We're burning buildings. I briefly step us.
What options could you have that would set this thing on fire?
I have
Uh,
fireball.
Fireball would certainly set quite a few. Would certainly start the fire.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Uh,
okay.
that,
Also, it would like help us with the sleet storm.
I'd say it would give you advantage on your next save against the sleet storm because it helps cool it down.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna do fireball on the building that I know was like they were there a few minutes or seconds ago. I may not know they were there, but if I burn this building, it'll help us anyway.
Okay, so you're doing this specifically knowing that you can't see it. Okay, that makes because it's very
No, I
difficult
do know
to.
the general direction,
Yeah, so
right?
you're throwing it in a general direction instead of a specific point. Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
I mean,
Fireball is a long range. Damn.
it is. But I'm pretty sure I was pretty near that building earlier, right?
Yeah,
So,
you know where it is. It's just whether like the components of the spell require you to see it. And technically, with Fireball, you just need a point.
yep.
So,
Okay. Here we
uh,
go.
roll that damage.
24.
Uh, 24 damage.
Mm-hmm.
You immediately hear part of the roof collapse as one of the beams gives way under being
Perfect.
singed from multiple angles and multiple of its supporting beams that help keeping it up, also dropping.
Oh, so each target takes an 8d6 fire damage and a fail save. And okay, anything flammable?
The wooden beams.
Okay,
That's
perfect.
the
So
wooden
that's
beam.
bad.
That's why it's collapsed because some of the supporting beams have just completely charred themselves black and crumpled under the weight.
Okay, so now we can see better.
Yeah. This if the sleet storm keeps going up, it will still be difficult. But once that's gone, you'll have like a clear view of what's going on top of the building.
Yeah.
I guess there's now like a hole in the top of the roof and the ledge has given up. Uh, or could give me a deck save as some of the debris comes to land on you. And
I believe in
and
Orchid.
Okay.
the water weeds will also.
X,
It's a success for that one. It's a fail for that one.
I
Yeah,
died.
I knew it. Perfect.
Hey, no damage to Orchid. And let's see the one that failed. Okay, they take half damage. And thanks to evasion, you take no damage at all, Orchid. Uh, one,
Dead.
2, 3, 6, 3, 1. 1 damage to the one that's carrying Orchid.
Mhm.
As they have resistance to stone damage, to pebble damage, and the other one takes the full 3, but that one wasn't hurt. So the first damage done to the one that's attacking Bazaar. Is that your turn, Marco?
Mm, I mean, I look at like orchid and like just like flail my freaking hands, like, but like not shouting.
Uh,
Huh?
give me a charisma check to come to keep the fireball dense and quiet, because just to prevent distraction. Because like a building collapsing is definitely not something that doesn't go unnoticed easily.
Mm-hmm. That's a 7.
Oh, yeah, you needed at least a 13.
Don't worry. Anyway,
Uh,
anything that fell off would like just make a
okay,
notice
so
anyway.
there's the and the flame, the shearing, the cracking, the snapping, tapping, and the stone crushing as it flurs through the storm. You can hear it reverberate down the alley. I guess you weren't able to contain the sound, but sheer force. That may affect the people who are setting up the machine a little bit. But the water summon is not afraid of Orchid. This is just the small one that's fighting Tofu. Uh, let's see if it's how smart it is. It's feeling smart. It's going to realize either water stuff is getting scared, and it knows what of, so it's going to go and attack Orchid. It's going to combine with the water, so it doesn't have to swim, have to walk, and that is awesome. 17. 17. How's the 17?
No. No hit.
Damn, got that AC. So that's going to be a miss. It gets 2 attacks though, and that's lower. Lower. So it's come over and started above you as well. Well, but you're able, even while being harried and slowed by the water, you're still quick, and you know how to divert blows quite easily. Like Tofu gets an opportunity right now. He used his reaction to buff Bazaar, so it's now the one that's carrying Orchid. It's frightened of you. And it's hurt. This one's probably going to run away. Yeah, this one's going to start trying to run away. Okay, it shrinks down into the water and you lose track of it. The other one, I believe this one's also afraid, but it's not as bothered. But it's doesn't like that it's being left behind. It can't attack Orchid because that would mean getting closer to it. It just saw a giant, like a large portion of fire, so it's going to go for Marco.
Oh, but
That's a
I'm
nat
using
20.
it. Okay.
Yeah, so you like this. Just for the record, with this like snake-like reach, it does have like it has a much longer reach than the regular water elemental.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought I was like near uh orchid.
Yeah, Orchid was right next to this thing. Orchid was like in the middle of.
Okay.
Hey. 27.
Oh shit.
I got a nat 20. That's the first time I've nat 20'd with these fuckers. Oh, fuck. As it pull,
Hmm?
trying trying to decide whether it would. It would have had disadvantage, but you couldn't see it. Actually, it's really unfortunate. It just got very lucky.
Hmm.
Okay, fucking hell. You are now grappled and restrained, and you cannot do somatic components. Well, not
Okay.
somatic components you can do. You can't do verbal components as it's trying to drown you. Bazaar's turn. Bazaar is, very concerned about the current situation. Uh, he falls prone, but that's not his concern. Gets back up and starts attacking. I think it's got you immediately. That is. What's this bonus? Okay. Bazaar is quite good at hitting, so he manages to hit it even with it when he can't see properly. His second attack misses, unfortunately. So that is going to be. Tofu can't give him the bonus because he can't see him. And plus 4, 19. Uh, the, the, uh, the, the, the,
By the way, Luke, I never got to like choose my state earlier.
you could change it if you want, but
Yeah,
I assume she was keeping it to the platinum one.
Yep. But I was
You can
planning to
change it if
change
you'd
it.
like.
I was planning to change it to like bronze.
Okay, you can change it. We say you changed it when you cast Fireball.
Mhm.
Well, as your defense's weakness weakened, that's when the impact hit. But now that you're in bronze. Okay, all creatures that their turn in or in your line of sight this time and turn get pushed back. Oh, that's going to be helpful in this situation. I'll say it loses grip of you immediately then as it gets blasted back by the gust of wind.
I do hope it hits like against something. If there is anything.
Uh, it would get. Actually, this thing would just die instantly.
Oh.
This
To be
thing,
fair, it is double the distance.
yeah, it's double the distance. It's not getting killed by damage. You knock it out of the water, and it dies instantly without the water to keep itself alive.
Okay, that's great.
As there's just a puddle of water that goes away, and it scatters as this thing. With your passive Arcana, that you have heard of some water elementals that are dependent on the water to live. You can probably surmise that's why they kept this thing in a capsule of water, and it was going to die eventually as soon as the water got drained away from it. And then you see the other one that you've lost track of also gets pushed out and scattered. So bronze is really effective against damn.
Okay, that is great.
That's
So
dead. Now it's just the water summon left and the cultists that you've lost track of. The sleet storms from going on. I would say you don't take the damage, but we've already rolled it.
yeah, it's okay.
So, water beads are done. I mean, Zar is going to attack. We'll say that 15 goes to the injured one instead. But I think it was. Yeah, then it's all good. Most of the enemies have been dealt with by Brim, except for the people that you've lost track of. And what's the progress on to nat 20? That's the 2 nat 20s in a row. Okay, even with the fire and Britain and debris distracting them, and they take it as an incentive that they need to harry as Harry, but they don't let the panic distract them. As even Ikar is able to point them in the right spot, and they finish it exactly on time early even, and with the extra incentive of things crumbling around them. Ikar is going to start speaking on the next turn. And
Okay.
what's Orchid doing?
So, what did you say about are enemies directly, or are the only enemies left ones we don't know location of?
There is the water elemental, the weaker one that is on halfway down now. The big serpentine ones Marco has killed by blasting them out of the water that kept them alive. And then there's the 2 cultists that were on the roof that has now crumpled in, but they must still be alive because the spells they had are still going.
I see. Okay. She's going to, I guess, attempt to stump out the little water guy that's still left here, and then we'll try and figure out what we can do about that burning building.
Can I wait, will she hear me even if I don't shout to just get them out of the water?
This one's different. This is a summon. This one can maintain
Oh,
its own form.
okay, it's the summon. Okay, it's a water elemental. IT.
Yeah, this is the lesser water elemental, not the serpent water elemental. Hey Lola, what are you doing? Look, Rita. Okay. The water helps these things move, but it doesn't keep them alive.
Yeah, she's gonna attack the water elemental.
Okay. You have disadvantage still because storm.
Oh, hold on.
I believe.
Okay. Okay, I guess.
Oh, still 18.
Damn. Okay, that's 1 hit. You have another. I'd be surprised if you killed it in 1 hit. So, make your second attack. They will roll damage for both of them. But remember, still disadvantage.
17.
That's even still with fucking hell. Both 9 and 17 in them gains. Freaking hell. Well, yeah, that will hit. Get this.
All the damage. Okay. First hit. Let's see. First hit is an 8. Second hit is a
It's still
7.
sounding. Oh, that's.
Nice.
It's not down yet, but you imagine it. It could take one more hit of that, maybe.
I mean, I can hit it one more time.
Yeah, you have 2 charges now.
Maybe hit it one more time.
One more time.
Yeah, you have a bonus action. You can hit it again.
Yeah.
Disadvantage.
And yeah, disadvantage, and I guess I'll first see if it actually hits. God dang it. I keep forgetting. Whatever.
It's fine.
It's a
Ooh.
2.
Its AC is 15.
Ah,
Boo.
shit.
Well,
Boo indeed.
You can flurry of blows, try and get that 4th hit.
ugh. Fine. Key point, the Fury of Blows. Also, it's been a while, but with these rolls, all it's doing is reminding me. It's like, yes, this is how it is, how it's always been.
What, that you only hit 75% of your attacks? Wow.
Wow. Wow.
It's keeping its consistency even after so
Love
long.
that.
Anyway, Fear of Blows, disadvantage. Oh my god.
It's
Oh my
dropped from
god.
75.
What a waste.
What a waste.
Also, I feel like that's also consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, well, there that is. She did her best, but before
It's
ending
basically
her
dead
turn,
before ending your turn.
it just needs someone to sneeze on it. Then it's
Well,
pretty
maybe a
dead.
bit more than sneeze. It would still
Cough.
take it. It's still about as healthy as a commoner.
Anyway, because I said I was going to, because I noticed that when I was looking through Orchid's inventory, I was like, man, do I have anything useful in here? And I was like, why do I have that? He's like, oh wait, I stole it. But I'll give it to Meko, being the wand of magic missiles that I
Oh my
stole.
god.
Where did you steal it from again?
I'm pretty sure he stole it from Ikar's secret room or whatever, that room
Oh my
that's
god.
dusty and she's not supposed to be in there when she was
Wait, I'm
sneaking
gonna add it.
around.
One of magic missiles. Is that right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember it was like in a drawer, and I was like, I'm gonna take it, so I took it. Mm-hmm.
How many
Oh,
charges do you have?
you sneak.
Wait, have you
It
used
hasn't been used, and Marco hasn't used
it?
it, so I'll have max charges. Actually, it might be missing 1 charge as it was listed.
Okay, so it's missing one charge.
Yes. May it find great use in the hands of somebody other than myself.
Oh god.
I love the wand of magic missiles. There's a
Marco's
reason
just
it's been.
very
There's a reason
real.
it's mass produced. There's a reason it's been mass produced. But yeah, it's been custom made, so it's very easy to tell that this belongs to Ricard.
Oh, this shit belongs to Ikar, not just like something that was manufactured. It was specifically made for him. This haute couture.
Well, it's
She
not
found it.
specifically made for him. It's branded with it's made by his stuff, so it probably belongs to him unless she's been stealing from other people associated with it.
Oh my god.
Possibility.
Marco just
Nobody's
gives
safe.
Nick the most offended look too.
If,
Or
if, through the the coldest thing going on right now is not the sleep storm. It is Michael's stare.
Where he's like, "What? I found it. Don't think too hard. It's a gift. You're welcome."
Mako like wants to say something, which is like she thinks about it. Well, we are getting married anyway. What's mine is
That's great logic, you know?
What's mine is yours. What's yours is well. What's yours is mine, and what will be mine is used to be yours.
uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But other than that, yeah, that's it. Hits the thing and gives Mako a gift. A gift.
It's
A
like
gift for you.
Gift.
Okay. 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 Glue. I like glue. And sorry. So that was awkward. And it's those guys. They do their stuff. So it's Mako. What's Mako's priority right now? You've been given this wand. There's the very weakened summon.
okay, is it still like clinging onto Orchid?
That one you killed when you blew it out of the water.
Oh,
This is
oh
this
wait,
is
no,
just
I mean,
the regular one that's just
yeah.
attacking Orchid.
Yeah, is it acting clingy? Like it still wants to kill her.
Yeah. And
Okay.
this is very loyal.
Okay, I'm gonna hit it with the magic missile.
Okay, how many are you gonna hit it with?
I mean, just whatever it takes to kill it.
It's 1d4 plus 1.
Mhm.
I'll just tell you, it has like 7 HP. So you could kill it with 2 if you're not unlucky.
Uh-huh.
If you don't kill
I
it with
don't
3,
think
I'd be very surprised. I'd say because you can't see, you need to get closer to it, like shoot it from point blank range.
Mhm. Okay.
So you like basically you need to like jam the wand into it and then explode it from the inside.
Okay. Can I do
Uh,
that? Or
Yeah,
do
yeah,
I?
of course. You just have to get closer to it. Uh, you might get knocked prone, but even then, like since it's
Yeah,
close
I
to
can just stand
Orchid
there.
and you're close to and you're next to Orchid, you can just circle around Orchid and stab it with the wand.
Yeah,
That's
I'll do
in
that.
Yeah, in my mind, spells that say you need to be able to see the target. I think touching the target counts as being able to see it since blind sight exists.
Mhm. Okay.
So
I'll do
roll
just
the
that.
damage. That's 3d4 plus 3. Or 2d4. Or if you want, you can do 2d4 if you're confident that you can get at least a free one free and a 2.
I I'm not confident, but okay. You know.
It's your choice.
Yeah, that's a uh there's two one more.
Uh, Okay,
Okay.
there you go.
257.
First, you streak out of where its head would be, and as the second one disperses it entire as the third one disperses it from the inside. I'm giving the subtle, warm and flaming bronze ones that reminds you of the house that it was made for. Mark 3 charges off. I think it's maximum 7, so you have 3 charges left. So long as you don't drop down to 0, there's no chance of it getting destroyed.
Mm-hmm. And there's
Yeah,
one more that I haven't
you,
used, right? Because it has 3 darts.
each charge is 1 dart, except right.
Uh,
Actually, for
it
magic
says like
missile, it's
create 3 glowing darts of magic force. Each dart deals 1d4 plus 1. Force
Yeah,
damage.
like you've killed the thing entirely.
Okay, can I redirect the last one to the burning building?
Uh, if you want, like you, that would damage it more.
I want them to fall to their death.
You can
Okay.
you can target some. You can do some more damage. It won't do too
Okay.
much uh
Yeah, it's just
because you
1d4.
can't. Yeah, you can't see the key structural points, but you will do more damage to the building.
I don't care if it's just one damage. Okay,
Yeah,
great. Three.
there you go. You can hear the. I'll see if it hits something important. If it rolls high, you hit something important. It's an 11. You hit something that is going to be annoying to fix later.
That is great. Also, I can't see anything from that building, right?
You can see the outline of the building. You can see the outline of the inside slightly, like thanks to your fireball, while making a gap and then making the sleet storm easier to see through. Uh, d- 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 d-
Uh, is there
I-
like a pillar that if I just make it like what they call this?
you already destroyed the main pillar of the
Okay.
roof. Uh, you'd have to if you want to destroy even more of this corner of the building, you'd be going down, and the sleet storm is too strong in front of you to see that without touching the building.
Yeah, I was
You've dealt with
thinking.
all the water elementals that are harrying you. There was no
Mhm.
threat directly attacking you now. No, at least not in this moment. No, the sleet storm's still up though.
Yeah, I was wanting to like change the weight of one of whatever is structural integrity is
Yeah,
holding
you
the
got
building
you.
down.
Yeah, you can't. That would
Yeah,
be
that's
on the
not it.
floor, so you can't see that at the moment with the
Yeah.
sleet storm still up.
Yeah.
If you want to see through the sleet storm, you'll have to fireball your like the floor, which would hurt you.
Hmm.
So I wouldn't recommend that.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna look at who is closest to me. Just Orchid. And, like, do you have anything for like a potion
Mm, a potion for what?
healing?
Let's see. Do I have a potion for healing? Yes, I do. I have one.
Oh, I'd rather not use it then. Okay, I guess I can just do my own.
Orchid
Can I
has their
check
own
that?
ways of healing. Don't worry about Orchid.
Don't worry about
That
Orchid.
is true. And what about Goodberry? You know, with the bazaar over there. He's
Ah,
over
that is.
there.
Yeah, you also
Oh,
have your monk healing, where you can use
mm-hmm.
key points for it.
Yeah, I
Okay.
remember. I haven't needed it. All that temp health, you know.
I,
Speaking of, I got
I,
more of that.
Oh yeah, remember your temporary help? You killed that one guy. The three guys. I'll say you don't get the one that fell to his death, so you get temporary health from the two that you one-shotted, and you don't get the temporary health from the ones that got killed in the water, but you get temporary health from the one that got killed by the magic missile. So you get three lots of temporary hit points.
Yes, yes. I already got the two. I just need to add the recent one from the
Yeah,
water elemental.
so
But
you're on three
anyway,
now. I forgot about the temporary hit points. Yeah, yeah. You don't need to worry about Rocket.
okay,
anyway,
then I'll take that 2D what was it again? 2d4 plus 2?
What strength? What's the name of the healing potion, Orchid? Is it just a regular healing potion?
it's lesser
Mm,
Okay, so that would be
potion
one
of
d4
healing.
plus
or
one. That's
1d4.
a lesser one, so one d4 plus one.
Okay, that's okay. That is a 4.
There you go.
Hey, I'll just heal myself later.
That's
Okay.
almost 5 cats worth of punches.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think
Okay.
I can cast a spell because I already used my action to like use the magic myself.
You could bonus action cast any level spell because using the wand doesn't count as casting a spell.
Okay, then I'll do cure wounds again. Like at 3rd level.
Okay,
Oh my god.
you'll need to use the sorcery point for a quicken spell though.
Hmm?
You'll need to use a bonus action sorcery point to do
Uh,
it though, because your action was the magic missile.
okay, then I'll just do it next turn. I'll
Okay,
be fine.
yeah. Plus your bonus action took a potion, so it's done. Ikar is beginning his speech. It is turned on. He's getting ready. He's in a more combat oriented attire where it's on top of what he was wearing before, so he's just strapped some plates over the top and put some canvas on and took some of the more delicate parts of the clothing off, swapping them out for mail where you can, and uh, begins addressing the people. That's the wrong note, me. Where did I put my notes? It's on my armrest. Okay. I'm gonna do a D4 for what information he. He doesn't get much out, but he announces people. So he conveys to people that fighting is happening and he's taking part. So that will ease some people's worries. Next turn, he'll start giving out useful information. Unless he's interrupted. And then it will start rolling for the order at which he receives the information.
Okay.
So it's Bazaar's turn. Bazaar does not
Need to
fall
stay
over.
on guard.
Uh, Tofu's cold resistance. Tofu does fall over, but he was close to the exit of the alley anyway. Uh, uh, Sleet Storm's big. It's going to take Bazaar some time to get through. He's going to dash. Hey, Brent. And it still only gets him about halfway. Right. Tofu's also going to dash. Tofu's now outside of the Sleet Storm. Orchid, your turn. Give me a deck save to not fall over. You have advantage on this because of the fireball. It's the last turn you'll get advantage on, though.
Imagine falling over now after all this
Mhm.
time.
I know, I believe. See, oh my god, it's a nat
20.
20. Oh, no,
With
it's
the
not a nat 20. It is
with the
20 though.
advantage. Dang. Yeah, you don't fall over. If you want to get out of the sleet storm this turn, you don't have to dash.
Okay.
And how many charges do you have? You
Because I didn't use
yeah.
when I hit
You
element.
I say you lose one charge whenever you go a turn without hitting something. You could hit a wall if you want to keep the charges, but you'll need to dash if you want to get out of the sleet storm and onto the road to see what's going on.
Okay.
It's up to you. Do you want
Yes,
to keep
out
your
of the
charges, or do you
storm.
want to get out the sleet storm? Get out the
I
storm.
want out of the storm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you want to activate? Do you want to activate nerve?
Sure.
Okay. You don't have any charges anymore, but did I not add a limit to how long this lasts for? It lasts until you run out of charges. Okay. So next time you can activate this. So technically you could just keep this going forever. Next time you can activate Nerve. Yeah, you are now out of. You have one charge left. You have got out of the Sleet Storm.
Well,
That
if she's
guy.
out of
You can see what the direction that your car was. Nobody has replaced the guys that you took out on the opposite side of the building, so that point of view hasn't been reestablished, which is good. Nobody on the opposite side. You'll need a better angle if you want to try and see what your car's doing exactly.
I was going to say that she probably needs to find a position, just not just to watch Ikara, but also to make sure or keep eye on whether other enemies are going to pop up again or whatever. Yeah. So
At the very least, there's nobody just in the middle of the road. So that means whatever groups are here aren't big enough to be using the roads for transport, which is good because if it was a full on land invasion, they would definitely be using the roads for transport. So that's a relief. At the very least, it hasn't gotten that bad in this area. She can't get back on high ground this turn because she had to use a lot of her movement to get out of the storm.
Well, at least for now, where she is, she'll
you could
keep as much
of
an eye out as she can.
You could key point dash if you want to.
No.
No. There we go. Okay. I see. The first no was enough.
I just, I'm not saying no just for you. It's for me too. Because any other time, I'd say yes. He's like, no.
Oh
That's
no.
enough. For now. That's enough for now. It's unnecessary.
You can tell. Shit. You've definitely annoyed them.
Mm. Mm.
You guys are doing a really good job at keeping these guys out of the position they want to be in. Yeah, he's gonna have to go for it. Okay. Okay, so Orchid, you come out of the sleet storm, start looking around, and I'm going to need you to make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Oh my god.
But times have changed. It's okay.
I'm not. Don't get suggestion. Well, to be
It's an
fair, you
11.
have. Oh.
Okay, you feel your muscles seize as your body like locks in place. as the person who walked away earlier, uh, that was being carried by the owl, was hiding behind and casts hold person on you.
Oh, this bitch. I'm really gonna kill this one. God.
Darn. If only it was
Have they,
something
oh,
else.
have they been hit?
Then he's going to get closer to you. Yeah, this one's been hit. This is the one that you shot with Jolt at the beginning of the fight.
Okay. I'll note that.
Okay, that guy's dead. Marco, your turn. You're
Okay,
still in the sleet storm.
yeah,
Deck
I gotta
safe
get
to
out.
get out the sleet storm.
My God. I don't think I'll ever get out.
You have
Yeah, I
advantage because of
know.
the fireball.
Oh, I have advantage now.
Just
Okay.
for this round because of the fireball.
I really don't think, yeah. It's a 12.
Uh, uh,
I'm
that's
very
one
bad,
shot. That's one shot.
but I
If
have
you had,
managed to get close to out of it.
you can dash, and then you'd be, uh, unfortunately, you went prone, so you'd be one turn away from getting out.
Mm, 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 mm.
But you might be able to just
I
get out after next turn. Like Sleet Storm really slows you down, especially if
uh
you keep failing
yeah.
the save.
I mean, if I stand up, like that's half movement, and then
Yeah,
my action would have to be dash to fully get
yeah.
out.
Where you would even then you wouldn't be able to get out because it's also half speed because of the difficult terrain.
Mm. Man, this is why I miss being a druid, but like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Ah,
If you
okay.
dash, you're much closer to getting out.
But I
Like,
want
you
I
should be
want to
able to
be
get out next
careful.
turn if you don't fall. If you do fall next turn, you'll have to dash to get out next turn as well.
But I'm pretty sure I'm not the target this time.
They can't see you anyway, so no, you're not.
Yeah. Okay, then I'll do that. I'll
Okay,
dash.
dashing. You can tell that you're getting closer. Tofu's out as well. So
Ooh.
Tofu might try and protect Orchid if this guy tries to get closer to you while you're paralyzed. Uh, and you can tell that you're healthy, so and he doesn't want to fight the dragon, so he's just going to back off. I don't know if you can see the building's on fire, so he's not going to try and get into that building. That's not what he's not trying to mess with that. He's going to back away. Right, it's Marco's turn. Water stuff's dead. Okay.
Oh, it's my turn again? Oh,
No,
right. Oh,
it's
okay, okay, okay.
it's back to the top. It's car.
Mm.
Da. Okay. I'm going to roll initiative for Ikar
Oh my God.
to see how often he gets to speak. He rolled a 14, so it's not bad. So did I drop something? I think I dropped something. And now we'll roll for people trying to stop him. Ooh, they rolled higher than him.
Fudge.
Yeah, as he's about to say, 'Cause, 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 As he's about to announce the nature of our attack, one of them, you Orca can hear a shattering of glass as water starts spilling out onto the road. And you can see in the distance, but what tells you what's actually going on is you can see in the distance there's holograms of the car stage, and then in one of the serpentine water elemental that you just fought comes out from behind and just starts attacking him.
Oh,
Bizarre. Does Bizarre get proms? 15. No, Bizarre does not get proms. So he's able to get out this turn. You might need to dash. Yeah, he's gonna have to dash. Orchid, it's your turn. You are paralyzed, so give me a wisdom save, please.
Okie dokes.
man,
Just
or
to, I guess, be sure. The what is it? Stillness of mind. That thing. Will it work here?
This is not charmed or frightened, unfortunately,
Sorry.
and
Okay.
you can't take actions while this is affecting you. So
Wisdom
you just
save.
you need to make a wisdom save.
14.
That's
not
enough.
bad. Oh my god! Thank God.
Okay, you're able to break out before anything bad happens, and you get your turn.
Good. So, if somebody is going to attack Ikar, is that what's happening right now?
One of the serpentine water elementals that you've just been fighting has been dropped on top of you. There's the cultist behind you who's just cast hold person on you, who's in the opposite direction of your car. And then there's the commotion that's happening at the stage that your car's been set up on. You've got two directions to choose from. You're closer to the cultist who's just cast hold person on you.
I see. Well,
It's going
priority.
to take it's going to take your whole turn to get to your car. If you want to go that way.
Even when dashing.
That's what I mean. Yeah.
Wind.
Step of the Wind. Step of the Wind would get you there without using your action. It's up to you. You're going to need to do. It's going to take you. You're going to need to move at least 60 feet will get you in the area that your car's in, and then you'll need another 15 feet to get into range to punch another 20 feet to punch the thing that's attacking you. So if you dash, you can get there, but that would take your action or your bonus action. So it's up to you. If you go for the other guy, you can get in range of him to start attacking him without using an action. It's your choice.
Well, Tofu is with me, right?
Yeah, Topher's with you.
Right. Okay. I am going to actually focus on the thing that's trying to attack Ikar. But before I step of the wind away, I'm going to tell Tofu. It's like, Tofu, this guy, it's all up to you. Don't let him go nowhere. Bite his leg off if you have to.
Let's go. Bite.
That cold mist coming from his teeth. He's quite a bit bigger now, so You could actually do some damage with these teeth now.
Biting his leg off, a complete possibility.
Possible. He's big enough.
Mm. So yeah, key point to Step of the Wind to Ikar, or the thing that's trying to attack him.
Okay. Be able to. It's weird. You can see yourself on the projection now in the background of the car's thing as the panic is starting to set into the people that are surrounded. And as you get closer, you can actually see that there's more than one of these things. Not only one of them is appearing on the projection.
Fudge.
And what the other one seems to be quite a bit bigger, not having the same serpentine quality. You recognize this as a proper water elemental from when you encountered them in your journeys.
Okay, she's going to
You can get within range of either or. It's your choice.
she's going to get the one that's on screen, actively on screen.
Okay. The other water elemental seems to be trying to get on screen. This one's already on screen, so it's your choice.
It's the one that's on screen already, but are they close? Wait, are they like on like opposite ends or something like that, or are they close to each other?
Ikar's on the front of the stage. The one that's on screen is just behind him, and the bigger water elemental is landed behind the stage and is getting closer to it.
Okay.
So they're both in the same direction of Ikar, but one's actually wants to attack him, and the other one's just getting closer and attacking some of the people around him, causing disruption as on the way to the camera. You can, I know that you're here. You can see some people to the one that you were, to the person who turned into an owl on top of the roof. That there seems to be two of them instead of just the one now. And you can see some guards getting into formation to help them to try to get ready to. Hey Lola. To get to fight off these elementals. So you have your action. You're prioritizing the one in front.
Yeah, just because he's being seen, it's to cause less stress. So if I can move him away from being seen, and then I can maybe I can move him closer to the other guy who isn't on screen just yet.
Yeah, you do have your your ability to move things that you hit. Let's see if the keywords of that. You can move it even if the thing can't be grappled, so that's good. So you can move it every time you hit this creature. And you have enough movement to follow it. You can do like the flipping, like proper uh, animated thing where you punch them, knock them back, then move closer, punch them again, and catch up with them as you knock them back. Assuming you hit.
Yes, yes.
You have two attacks.
Exactly.
You don't have disadvantage though. You don't have advantage either. So off you go. You have no charges, at least not yet.
First attack. Oh, an 11.
At an 11.
Yeah.
What the fudge was that stuff?
That's my dog's in the squeak though in the background.
His genius dog.
You're burning the mood, Lola.
They're taunting us.
And now she's dropping it. Look at it.
Aw.
Oh my god, Lola.
There we go.
Bro.
You can know what she's doing. She's looking at me.
Oh
I'm just gonna the little dog's going to see what's going on. Okay. Excuse me.
11.
Okay. That. Excuse you. Go get it. There you go. Okay.
Ugh.
And she's upset. She's a punk. Okay. But the first attack was a miss, unfortunately. Its AC is higher than 11.
Mm. I don't get to know what exactly it is, right?
I mean, you'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's the same as the other ones.
Okay, second hit then. Mm.
It only takes one hit to knock
Oh,
it out of
wow.
range of the camera.
Oh,
Ooh.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay,
so let's shoo. 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 Yeah, so that will knock it
Good
back.
one.
Well, you get a charge. So roll your damage.
Okay. 9. 9.
yay. That's pretty good.
9 damage. Yeah, and this is magical thanks to your gauntlets, so it's full damage as well. These things are pretty tanky in comparison to a regular thug. So it just takes the blow. Blow as the head gets splattered, but as it gets knocked back out, and you can see it fade off the edge of the projection, just knock it to the side. As you still being in the background. Hopefully, you're not camera shy. Right.
Yeah, she's gonna, like, after knocking the other dude off, she's gonna, like, hmm. My brain is like,
Okay.
2 thumbs up and then run off screen.
Yeah.
This is your
Everything's under
debut.
control. No problem.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Or should we do a performance check? This will be a performance check.
They're both the same, so whatever.
It'd be an
Performance.
advantage because like she did just blow away.
I mean, I won, so why would they be worried? At least I
Uh,
totally rocked that guy. It's a
yo,
17.
Hey, okay.
see?
So that means the car could salvage this and salvage this. That's good, so long as nothing else pops onto the screen. And since you're gonna like parry it, it might not move back onto the screen. Uh, duh, 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 duh. Ooh, you moved it. You moved it out the way of its water. If you got another hit on it, you could kill it. If just the water's like falling off the stage, so since it's on the stairs now, it's
What a
still
shame.
alive. But if you can force it off out of the water, it will die instantly. But
Yeah.
that's all good time. The the the, the people on top of the roofs turned again. And they want to destroy the projector.
Oh,
So uh, he's going to summon a water elemental that like the one that's the guy who was being carried by the elf carrying, and it's going to attack the
I can
the
take a sip.
projection device immediately. Excuse me. Go get it yourself. Go. Go on. Okay. Okay, so now this thing's back in play. Yeah, it's going to attack the projection device directly. It is magical, so some of its components are pretty sturdy. So they might not just snap, but if they come apart, then the projection might end. First attack's a miss, that's a natural one. Just being spawned into existence is very stressful. The second one is 13. Okay, a car's going to get in the way of it and take the hit. Take the hits. It still does some damage to the device, but it gets half between him and the device. He takes it pretty well. This thing has. I'm going to need to make a HP pool for the projector. Ooh. What range? And how much damage does this guy do? It has pretty high damage potential. 15, halved, 7. So car takes 7 damage. It's split between it. Its AC is higher than its HP, so that's not good for the projector. Uh, he won't be there yet. He's still hiding. It's Ikar's turn now. Does he try and save the projector? Or does he just keep going with his announcements? What do you guys think?
Mm. I think you can. No, I don't know.
What's the
I don't know.
question?
It's
Does he
just
keep
character.
going or?
Does he keep going with the projector even with his announcements, even getting destroyed? Does he try and stop the projector from getting destroyed? Well, and does he try to win the fight and show like project power to the people to build confidence, or does he share the information so people know how to react?
That's a good question. Well, it would be pretty motivating if he took a W on camera, so maybe he should do that. But the mesh is pretty.
Okay.
How likely is he to succeed at protecting the camera or whatever the projector?
Protecting the projector becomes more difficult the more enemies are next to it. So, with this water summon being right in front of it, that's difficult. He could just go off and make the announcements anywhere, but people will probably panicking. I think with Orchid being like a you got this type presence. If Marco were there, he probably can continue the saying it, but Orchid's very much a fight person, so he's going to go for an attack. Uh, he's gonna burn a wand of magic point. No left. He's gonna burn a wand of magic missiles. Yeah. Let's have a look see just to make sure I get this right. Uh, okay, so it is a level 1. One plus charges. This is a new one, so it will be 3 plus 7, so 10. That's 10 charges. You're going to burn it instantly. It's going all out. D4. 21
Oh,
plus 10, 31. 31 damage to this thing instantly. It's still alive because it's just been spawned. But it is on. But half of it just bursts and evaporates instantly on camera. As he gets closer to it, so he can keep talking if he wants to. But he's gonna. So it's just so he doesn't give out any useful information, but he kind of talks about the situation. Like yeah, fighting here with you. The guards will be on their way, and we are regrouping. Now it's the guy who Tofu's now been charged with dealing with. I think we'll call it after this round because it's getting pretty late. We'll pick up at the beginning of the next rounds next time. Sound good?
sure.
This guy's going to cast Hold Person on Tofu, so I'm going to need a saving throw for Tofu.
Not the baby.
Not the baby.
Wait, is that the same person who was casting, well, summoning
This was the
the?
person that summoned the first water elemental, the one that died. Oh, plus proficiency bonus. What's your proficiency bonus at this level? +3. Tofu's actually pretty good at wisdom saves, so we'll see. He's got a +5 to this. Yeah, he succeeds the wisdom save. Stupid. There goes another spell slot. He's going to back away even further, and he's tempted to go inside the building even though it's on fire, just to get out line of sight. He's going to go into the building on the opposite side of the fire, as the fire hasn't reached that far yet. Actually, would you like to roll a dice for Marco to see how quickly the fire spreads? Roll a d6.
Okay.
We'll do that each round.
5.
5 out of 6. Ooh, it's starting to go down to the lower floors now, and it's taken up half of the top floor. It's starting to spread to the back as well. If it keeps spreading at that pace, the whole top floor is going to collapse.
Okay. But at the very least, the others can't, use that to their advantage anymore. Also, does it make it easier for me?
Does it make it easier for you to use to save
Get
on
out.
Sheet Storm?
Uh-huh.
I'll say you can roll a d6 and add it to your next save.
Okay. And then I get a 1.
He's dead. So yeah, make a deck save now. It's Marco's turn to make a save.
Okay. Dex save. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew it! Oh wait. I can't remember if I had the advantage or...
You don't have advantage on the deck save.
Okay.
That was just for last round because of the
Okay.
fireball. That's gone away now.
Then I'ma just move.
Yeah,
'Cause I don't...
yeah. You're gonna need to dash to get out now.
Yeah. But I'll be out, right? At
Yeah, you'll be
least.
out, and then you won't need to do saves anymore.
Okay.
If you want, you could heal yourself and then risk falling prone again next turn.
No. No. I'd rather get out.
Okay. Okay, you're out. You have your bonus action.
Okay,
You
I
can
see.
the guy who was just attacking Tofu has gone into the building, like round the corner. You can see the projection now.
Okay.
You saw the blare of Orchid passing. You can see there's a water elemental right next to Ikar that he's just blasted half of its face off. Uh, uh, you'd probably be able to tell. You could probably heard the guy go around the corner, so you know he's there, and you can see Tofu's gonna start running in that direction. So
I'm
you know
gonna
that
let Tofu take care of it.
you know that Tofu take care of it. Okay. Uh,
Since I see that shit going, uh, do they enter my line of sight though? The creatures on the projection.
mm, you'd just be outside of the thing because you don't have much movement. If you So no, not quite. Uh,
Eh,
if you could move just a little bit further forwards, you wouldn't get instead of getting closer, you would get line of sight. You can see, you can technically see Ikar and technically see the water elemental he's fighting because it's on the projection.
Okay.
You don't
So
have
I
line of sight of the one that gets blown back though.
so I
Next
can't
time
use
you will.
bronze this time.
Not this time though.
Okay, then well at least I see Gar. I'm gonna give him the platinum.
Okay, you can do that. Even though you technically don't have line of sight, you don't need line of sight for it. You just need to be so divination counts. You can technically
Yeah,
give it to people from across the world.
yeah. I'm just
So
gonna point my fan at him. Ah,
okay, so suddenly on the projection, you can see the scales form around them as they dissipate from you. And as the bronze blast scatters this water elemental, the people can see on the projection platinum motes of light deflecting the water, keeping them from hitting them in the face or getting them. It's the water breed that was fighting uh, Orchid's turn now. It's concerned with staying in the water, so it's going to try and ascend the stairs, but you're in the way, so it's going to attack you first. This is just a straight up attack.
good for you.
Ooh, that's a. How many charges does Orchid have right now?
Uh, one.
Just the one. Okay, so your AC is increased by one. It's 19. Unfortunately, this guy rolled a 24. If he had six charges, he would have been fine. Oh, it was almost a crit. Rolled a 19. So, damage time. 17 damage. And you are grappled, restrained, and
No,
its movement speed is reduced, but it's really fast in the water, but there's not that much water. So it's not, so it's able to, but it doesn't care about the camera. It's just attacking things in front of it. So it's going to try and drown you in the water that's covering the stage as it pulls you further into the center because it doesn't to try and stay into the middle of the water. You're coming back into the screen on the edge of the projection. So the water that you just forced off can be seen coming back into the corner of the screen. It doesn't quite have a full view because you're on the ground. And with that, it's the water elemental's turn, and it's a full-on water elemental. So, it's going to start attacking some of the guards, and this one seems to have some kind of light emanating from the head, which makes it more stable as it starts moving towards the stage. And fortunately, these guards are not as well equipped as the guards in the capital, unfortunately. The squire is with Orchid. Yeah, they don't have any magically gifted guards with them at this time. That it was too short notice, so they're going to have a really hard time dealing with this water elemental. It's going to take 2 attacks against these guys. That's a nat 1. Lucky for them.
Oh,
Oh,
bro.
but then it's a nat 20. Oh, that's not good. Uh, yeah, it just killed one of the guards instantly.
Oh my god.
This is
It
bad for PR.
it knocks what it tries to flail at one, and he lances it to the side, holding a spear, and squashes the other one flat. That as it moves forwards, ignoring the one that it missed. He gets an opportunity attack against it. He got a nat 20. And let's see the other guy. That's behind them. That's a 14 plus stuff. Yeah, its AC is not that high. So that's 2 hits. One of them's a nat 20. For the sake of the nat 20, I will say that the guard that didn't have any magic weapons was the one that didn't get the nat 20, because that would be a bit shit. So, yeah, so the one that realizes that's not working switches to a magical weapon. So they are actually able to do damage. Unfortunately, it's a consumable, so they don't have too many shots with it, but it will do damage. So they have to put down their shield to use it as well, which does not give them confidence. But they know what they need to do. They're going to do it anyway. So it's that is 13 plus 1, 14 plus 16 damage to the water elemental.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, this is quite the fucker though. Like, this is much bigger than the other water elementals. Much bigger. I said 14, right?
Mm, mm,
I said 16. I think I said 16. Yeah, he's got him under 100.
oh my god. Under 100.
Water elementals are big.
They're a bitch.
Yeah.
That's what they are. Oh gosh.
And that is the end of that. Roll a d6 for the fire spreading again.
Oh, I have to roll another
Yep.
d6.
Yep.
Oh, oh.
And then we'll call it there as the round restarts.
That's another
And
5.
another 5. Okay, the front of that building is just covered Now, even through the bits of stone, some of the heat can be feeling from the as it stands spread along the side. Give me a nat 20 roll.
Another 20?
Give me a d20 roll. This is for if something bad happens to the fire that you don't want to happen.
Okay.
That is a 4.
Okay, it starts to spread to the building next to it.
Oh my god. Wait, does the building next to it like have any other like persons?
The building next to it is so you can't see anybody in it or on top of it, but it's the building to the right, where to the left of your car and to the right of you guys, so towards your car. So uh, it's the building that you'll be walking past to get to him.
I freaking. Oh god. Oh well. Oh well.
Okay, it'll be projector time at the start of the next round. Uh, I'll decide what materials need to be done for it, and we'll call it here. Because this combat was basically like 2-1, going from intercepting them and then the projector.
Mm-hmm.
You managed to prevent the other guys from setting off the explosives they had planned to shoot at the front of the projector. So you'd stop that. The projector's still going thanks to that. And there's less disruption. But you weren't. But the people hiding behind, ready to throw water elementals on. Luckily, you were able to make them waste their water elementals in front of you, so there's only half of them that they need to deal with. But there's still the two that are currently at the place. So that's what you've achieved so far. The projector is on. It hasn't been destroyed immediately, so you still have a chance to show confidence and get out the information. We'll see how it goes next time.
Alright. Thank you so much.
Say bye to Craig.
Bye
Bye, Craig.
Adios, Craig.
Adios.